Hey everyone, welcome back to Super Duper Wetland and Oxygen Not Included. How is everyone? Hey Jim, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining. Thank you. Who else? Crazy Sammy. Sorry, I was a little late there. Just I got completely lost track of time, and I just had to go fix my hair real quick. I was actually playing, just fixing some stuff and trying to make sure that I don't have to contemplate things too much when I start. I can just let the bass kind of run for a bit. Hello, everyone. Jim, hello. Crazy Sammy, hello. Dang it, Bobby. Gotta help Dad with the telescope. How are you doing tonight? Hey, Sean, what's up? Thanks for joining. Appreciate you being here. Hey, Gabriel, what's up? Oh, research complete. Awesome. How's everyone doing tonight? Welcome. Hopefully everyone had a wonderful week and ready to play some Oxygen Not Included. Is the mic good, everyone? I feel like I have some new mic settings and I feel like sometimes it's a hit or miss with the mic. Trying to get the mic just perfect. Let's see, move the chat around here so I don't accidentally click stop streaming on OBS. That would be unfortunate. I had no time this week to play I know last week I said I was going to play a little bit and just sort of do some things to not have to do a lot of organizing here, but I had no time this week at all. So we're starting off right where we basically 3 cycles later. I was just tinkering with, I just got some stuff working. I'll explain that in just a second. Jim, it's going great. Thank you for joining tonight. How are you? Becca, howdy. Happy Friday to you, Becca. Thank you. Happy Friday to you as well. Thank you for joining. Jim says, I managed to get to my last achievement for the run last night. I've officially got all the achievements from Spaced Out. Hell yeah, Jim. Awesome. It's a virtual high five. Congratulations. Mic is a little low. Maybe if I come a little bit closer. Mic is great, says Gabriel, but I can turn it up. Yeah, I've been trying to do some OBS settings to take out some of the mouth clicks and stuff like that. But I mean, this mic is really good. But I'm trying to tinker a little bit just to make it even better. It's just trying to be more professional and all that. So I know if I talk right into it, it's probably really good. But if I look at the chat, I have to sort of go off screen. So I have a new setup in the works, so a new desk is coming. So this is I'm in the middle of some cleanup and building my first petroleum boiler, but debating quitting at this point and starting a new playthrough. Oh well, you know what? That's an interesting dilemma. Let me just say hi. I miss Chewy. Hey Chewy, what's up? Thank you for joining tonight, or good morning to you, or good night. Kind of about that moment in Hungary where it's like not totally morning yet, but kind of morning. I always I have viewers from all over, so always interesting. Good morning, good night. I don't see you. Good evening, good morning, good evening, and good night, kind of thing. Let's see. Mic is a little low. Turn it up. Gabriel says mic is great. Let's see. I'm in the middle of building okay, so the petroleum boiler. Yeah, that's an interesting dilemma because it's so much fun to start over, but at the same time, like maybe it would be fun to get the petroleum boiler up and running just so you know that just so you know how to do it next time. I don't know. Maybe that's like something to look forward to. Just one last hurrah in the current playthrough. I don't know. Just one way to look at it. But yeah, it's an interesting dilemma to be in. I love starting over. Since I don't really have a use for anything at this point, the only achievements I have left are for Frosty Planet Pack and Prehistoric Planet Pack, at least in Steam. Well, you're doing way better than I am, Jim. I have not gotten achievement hunting at all, but maybe that's the next playthrough. I don't know yet. It'd be interesting to go that route, but we'll see. We'll see what the next one's has in store for us. But yeah, let me update you guys on what's going on in the playthrough, and I appreciate everyone for being here. Feel free to say hello and tell me how your week went or whatever you like. If you're lurking, thank you for lurking. Enjoy your lurk. So I spent about 3 hours playing. I meant to get a video out this week too, but I just literally had no time. Like I worked on it for probably 4 hours yesterday, and I'm almost done editing, but it's still about 2 more hours of editing, and I got to go into Canva and make a thumbnail for it as well. So I'm gonna try to get it out for tomorrow. Yeah, just taking forever since there are so many maintenance BS type things that pop up at cycle 16. Yeah, there's a lot. there's definitely a lot. It is a nice feeling though when you can kind of let the base run itself and you don't have a lot of that stuff popping up. This is overpressured, so we're good. We were also doing some petroleum stuff here. I think this is probably can take that off. And let's see what we're working on. We're working on steel. We should probably start doing wolframite to tungsten as well. Maybe just so I don't know, might be a good idea to get tungsten rolling in this playthrough. Okay, so this is kind of what I did in the last 3 cycles. Not a whole lot significant, but I really needed, I think you guys remember probably, is the bristle blossoms weren't growing because it was too hot. So all I did was I just connected my liquid pipe that was originally feeding the bog buckets to the aqua tuner that was already cooling the bristle blossoms. So I just basically severed the connection here and just rerouted it and used the polluted water inside, and now it should be fine. So just all these red marks are just bristle blossoms that aren't growing. I think we're gonna keep it growing because we have lots of water. We don't have a water problem, and I really want seeds for future pacus. Like we have a couple pacus here, but I really want more. So I think what we're going to do is just plant some more bristle blossoms. What is this? This is a bog bucket. We're going to uproot that. And I also put some vents in here because the vents will eventually cool the base as well. Because this comes in at 20 degrees. It's very, very chilly. Or, I mean, moderately chilly. So, and I'm also going to get rid of this hydrogen, hopefully at some point. A lot of cleanup stuff happening, but I'm mainly doing. Oh, since I have this thing running, actually, now would be a perfect time to. Yeah, and I just restarted my what's that one that I was working on that just barely didn't finish? Oh man, where is it? I forgot what I was working on before. Anyways, I'm just gonna keep going through the. Oh, this one probably. Yeah, this one's half done. Not that I really need that one right now, but we'll just keep toilet out of order. Bro, how is it out of order? What happened? Oh, we're backed up. Okay, that makes sense. This just filled up because. All right. No worries. Let's that should be like a high priority thing, I feel like. Hopefully they don't pee their pants, because otherwise they're all gonna pee their pants at once. Oh no, they can't even get here. I gotta enable everyone to walk through. All right, so everyone can come through here right now. Boom, 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 and everyone can come through here. Let's just do that, and then we're gonna disable these. Otherwise, this will never get done. Please don't pee your pants. Oh, made a mess. All right, well, they peed their pants. All right, so I'll catch up with the chatter in just a bit. I'm not going to reload that because it's already one cycle past, so I don't really... I'm not interested in reloading an entire cycle just to save that. They made a mess. It was my fault. I should have been paying attention, so I'll take the L on that. That's not the duplicant's fault, like usual. Not the duplicant's fault that time, so... Let's go back up here. So Chewy says, I don't know either. I think it's evening for me because yesterday isn't over. We're sleeping after midnight. Gotcha, Chewy. Yeah, it's I got you. It's one of those things where it's if it's after midnight, we usually consider that to be like morning, but I see why, since the day isn't over for you, it would be considered, you know, still you're the same day. Can you do a little shadow text on the screen next time? Sure, a little shadow to chat text on the screen next time. Yeah, is that like I think I know what you're talking about. Is that so you can see the thing better, the letters better? I can try to figure that out. Let me write that in my Discord so I don't forget. I will almost certainly forget. I can certainly do that. Okay. Piano. Yeah, that's a great idea. Thank you so much for that suggestion. Appreciate it. Hey, Margaret, what's up? Margaret says, my polluted water in the bathrooms flow the wrong way. Help. Also, hi. No worries, Margaret. That's really easy to fix. So the polluted water, just make sure it's coming out of the like you're talking about a bathroom like this, right? So the water comes out of the green outlet, obviously, and it should be going into. It doesn't even matter where, to be honest, but it should be going into a white inlet. So just make sure that your green outlets are all connected to a white inlet. Does that kind of help? That's how it should be flowing. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. I know piping can be really tricky for new players. I know why this isn't growing, by the way. It's just way too cold. So it's something that we can also address. But I don't really need thermo. We have a cooling. Like everything is just too cold. So, and it doesn't help that we put the water outside here in non-insulated pipes, but look how much so just in the regular pipes alone, it goes from 24 degrees to 13 degrees. So by the time it comes in here, it's freezing. But we could put some heating in here. I'm not too concerned about this just because I have thimble reed production now from these guys. So thimble or reed fibers are 49. I mean, that could be better, but at least we have a consistent flow from these guys. And we're going to be relocating these, so I'm not too concerned about a whole bunch of that stuff. But yeah, let me know if that helps, Margaret. I can certainly try to explain it some more in case that wasn't sufficient. Hey, what's up, Kevin? Happy Friday. Thank you for joining. Hello, hello. Starting up my Ani playthrough to swap between getting my... and getting my hot chocolate ready. That sounds like a great evening for you, Kevin. Oh, speaking of new playthroughs, I might consider doing the what's it called, the darkness playthrough on my next. I want to do a lot of things in Ani, so I have like big plans. I want to do an achievement run at some point. I want to try the darkness. That sounds really, really cool. I also want to play a full playthrough of the Frosty Planet pack. What else? Like, there's so many things and so little time. Like, especially. There's so many things I want to do in this one too. I'm considering not doing a petroleum boiler and going for a sour gas boiler, but I am not sure. Not sure yet. We're gonna keep digging for now. Get all these things. Hopefully, they don't get stuck here. They actually, what am I talking about? They are gonna get stuck here. Let's just put a couple ladders like that, and then just keep them busy while I talk to you guys for a bit. This is vacuumed out now, so we probably could get this online. We have to relocate all this stuff. Like this is too much chaos happening here. I want to put everything up here. Got to start vacuuming these out. So let's see. We got this all set up. That's all set up. We got no power here. It's not that big of a deal. Let's put this guy here and this guy here. No, wait. There's no polluted oxygen. There is polluted dirt there. All right. So before we put that in, actually, I should open this up. That'll probably work out better. Oh no, someone's. Of course, did I not tell you guys? How did that? I wish there was an instant replay option or like what's it called? Movie mode or whatever that games have, where you could like rewind and you could go anywhere in the map and see how they get to this position. Like they always get like, how am I supposed to get burnt out of here, bro? You did this to yourself. You climb up. Like, there's nothing I can do for you here. You can't even build yourself out because you don't have anything. Oh, maybe you do. Abyssalite, obsidians. Okay, fine. Okay. There. I told you that was going to happen. Okay, keep going. Keep going. You can do it. Oh my goodness. Unreal. I mean, that's hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, it's hilarious. It's part of the charm in Ani, to be honest. I can't hate on them too much, but it's just so funny to me. I don't know. Yeah, so what was I doing here? I was going to, but I like that I got the little doo-doo-doo in that one rather than, like it's the casual, hey, you got no bathrooms, by the way. So let's put a storage bin here, because we're gonna cancel this storage bin and then put everything here so we can sweep all this stuff. Sweep all this stuff out so we don't have all these gases happening, and then get this done as well. All right. Let's see here. Sorry, I missed a couple of messages here. I think Jim was talking to Margaret here. Jim says getting the pipe overlay mod really. That's exactly. I would get that. Margaret, the pipe overlay mod will really help new players. Margaret says yes. Jim trying to get the basics down. Thought the bathroom would be simple enough, but it stumped me. Very helpful. I see my problem. The white inlet is always priority destination. Nothing gets passed unless it has nowhere to go, and the green inlets are sources. That's another good point by Kevin. And just to kind of visually indicate, I'll take the flocks. Just to kind of visually indicate that for Margaret, so you can have multiple green inlets. Sorry, I might get this confused, but let me try really hard. You could have multiple green outlets connected all together like this, and they're all going to flow towards white inlets. Now, as long as there's like this one, it's going to split here. I have a video on piping, by the way, which I'm not sure how good it is anymore. I haven't watched it back in a while. I feel like I'm a little bit more articulate now that I've been doing streaming and talking and stuff. But it'll always, like if you watch it here, one packet will always go left, the other one will always go right, and then it'll alternate. It's like a 50-50 thing, see? So that's kind of how piping works. And then now the problem, you can run into problems if you have, let's say, a liquid bridge. If you put a liquid bridge in this circuit anywhere here, like let's say in the wrong direction, then there's nowhere for the water to flow. So it'll always go towards these white inlets. Now, there are situations where you can have more than one inlet as long as it is a branch. So like you can see there's a whole bunch of inlets on this one pipe here, but they're all branching away. So it always splits in this node here and this node, and so on. And then it will fill equally. It will obviously mean that this one fills last because it has to split between all these first. But eventually it will split all the way. Now you can run into problems if you have too many. Like for instance, I can't just connect, I can't connect piping here because the inlets are all, like I can't connect it to here. It probably won't work. So there are situations where stuff like this will break your game. It kind of works if they're all on top of each other, but you can run into issues in configurations like that. So you just kind of got to be careful try not to overlap your piping like this. Like people always say you should always run your piping. I'm just going to pause it here so that maybe duplicates don't start building. People always say you should run your piping like this instead of interconnecting them. And I agree. I just don't like seeing it visualization of that. But that can really help too, is just not overlapping your piping, and so it allows you to see what's going on exactly rather than trying to decipher. Also, another thing that I do, which is fairly uncommon, I think, and I guess you guys can always correct me on this too, but I try to keep all of my builds very, is that going to be a problem? I try to keep all of my builds like very large. I don't like having very compact builds because compact builds make it difficult for me to see at a very quick glance what's going on. That's why I keep like big liquid locks. I like to see that the liquid lock is intact. That's why I keep like everything that I build is big. Like these things are very big. I don't know, my Hydra is very big. I don't try to condense things because it lets you see your piping a lot easier, and I like that. That's another like tip that I would say kind of goes a long way. So hopefully that was helpful. Let me just catch up with the chat real quick. But yeah, the mod will definitely help you as well, like Jim said. Hey, Offset, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for joining. SMM Offset, what's going on? Thank you for joining the chat tonight. Orange outlets can be viewed as different kinds of green. Yeah, that's a. So I'll visualize that again for Margaret here. So the orange is like, also, yeah, it's also kind of a green. It's just like the filtered variant usually. So you can pick like one to go through there, kind of thing. That's why I use the scaffolding mod, says Chewy. Yeah, the scaffolding mod goes a long way too. I don't know. I like to torture myself with the duplicates, so I don't use the scaffolding mod. Look at all the hatches here. This must have been the hatch biome or the the starting biome in Terra or whatever. We're definitely taking all these hatches. Let's put on the let's just wrangle them all. Put on this thing here. Make sure these guys are happy. Yep, they're pretty happy. No study focus. Our duplicates are about to get shot in the face, so let's go ahead and put on a study focus here. What would be really, really important? The blast shot? No, don't need the blast shot. I mean, the rad bolt sensor would probably be good. The germ sensor wouldn't be too bad. This is the one I need, but it requires data banks. I'm not. Yeah, I guess I'll take the rocket batteries. Actually, that's probably a good way to. Actually, the range and the rocket batteries would be my next two. All right, so let's do that. The pipe video still holds solid. Bridge mechanics saved all my issues. Perfect. I'm happy to hear that. Offset. Yeah, it's one of those videos I made, I think, early on. So I'm always skeptical of the viability of them still. I learned a lot since then, so I try to be a lot more. That's why the new videos take so long. So I try to do a lot of research, make sure I got all my T's crossed and I's dotted kind of thing. So wrangle this dude, put this guy away. Yeah, we're building automation today for all this because I'm sick of doing the point and click thing. We're just where did they all go? Oh, they're all sleeping. Okay, whatever. So I was wondering where they all went here. Where's my wrangle tool, by the way? There you go. Just get all those guys when they wake up. Let's see here. Kevin says that crop inlet series can be explained by nothing gets past it unless she has nowhere to go. That's a good point. The way it works is the first plant hit will take all the water and then it can flow past. Gotcha. Yeah, it's one of those things where I think where people run into the issue the most. Actually, what's going on here? Irrigation. I still have polluted water. Oh no, there's just no water. I think that the issues that I think people run into in this circumstance is they'll send in water from this direction, and they'll also send in water from this direction. And then you have two different directions that the water's coming in from. Like you have two different outlets here and here on this branch of piping or whatever. And then it'll stop flowing somewhere in the middle. And that's usually what I see on like Reddit or whatever when I'm browsing these type of issues. So it just helps you a lot if you just don't entertain hooking it up on this side at all and just letting it do its thing as is. That's kind of how I like it. Is your base being actively cooled, or did you even out from deleting? So yeah. No, my base is actually being actively warmed because my biomes are extremely cold. Actually, like this is very, very cold here. Oh, I forgot all about this. Let's just go ahead and do that. Doesn't really matter. I have lots of power now, but it would be nice to not waste energy. So I have a very, very cold asteroid. So part of the issue was actually warming it up so I could make my bristle blossoms and bog buckets. But now it got too warm because I just sort of been neglectful of it. Let's say that's probably the best way to put it. So now now it's being actively cooled. I don't plan to have it actively cooled forever, but currently it's being actively cooled by the same aqua tuner that's doing my Hydra for my oxygen. I think in time we'll have a situation. Well, the reason why it's being actively cooled realistically is because my water is very, very hot. It's like 59 degrees. So actually I can probably cut this off. So what I have to do is kind of start using colder water, which is just infrastructure that I have not set up yet. It's not that hard to get that going either. Like it's just not a priority because it's working, right? That's kind of what's going on. What else? What was I working on? Oh yeah, I was working on this thing. This thing has to be vacuumed out so we can get some steam in there. We'll probably build a liquid lock or two so we can do all that fun stuff. That like these things that are not growing is not that much of a concern to me. I mean, I could just get this up, but I have lots of food right now, so it's not the biggest priority. Just leave that one blank. I don't really care about that one. So we'll get those guys all powered up here. And then, by the way, someone in the chat last game mentioned that they use the critter condo for their farms. So I decided I'm going to use it as well. So I'm going to redesign these farms to include the critter condo and just have them be a little bit shorter. So I just don't know how big the critter condo is. It looks like it's 3. So usually I have like ladders in here. So I probably have to increase the size by 2 more, I think. So I can accommodate a ladder. So if I do 2 more like that, that's going to be 144. Oh, can't quite make it to 96 that way. Can I make it to, I can make it to 99. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use the critter condo at this point. I mean, I can fit that in if I sort of manipulate the top. Like I could make one that's like this and then just fill in the top a little bit. But would I like that? That's the question. I think that'd be kind of cool to use the fort. And then I could put one here. Maybe I'm not good. They don't need a condo. They don't need a condo, I don't think. But yeah, so I hope that answers your question. It is being actively cooled. Hey, Becca asks, sorry, Becca says, there's a mod that shows flow direction of pipes. I recommend it highly. Yeah, we were just talking about that one. It's, I think Jim mentioned it. I forgot what it was called. But that's a great mod for new players as well. The pipe one. I highly recommend that if you're new or if you just don't like pipes in general, and it can definitely help you out. I'm just gonna keep my duplicants digging here to keep them going while I'm chit-chatting. No water in the oil biome yet, guys. That's pretty good. Maybe this is the playthrough. Maybe this is the first playthrough I don't get water in the oil biome. What do you think? Let's actually dig out a little bit here, so just in case, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least if the water comes down, it'll go into this little pool. Oh, someone's trapped again? Okay, that's easy. That's easy. Interesting. I'm still on Terra around cycle 120. I'm determined to beat this game. You got this, Offset. You got this. 120 is just keep exploring, right? Keep exploring, keep looking for geysers to tame, keep looking for vents, and you got this. It's you're still kind of in the, oh, let me just see, who do I want to upgrade? Margaret? I think everyone has exosuit training for now. Yeah, I think everyone's okay. Nails isn't really good at anything. I might make Nails a pilot. Give Meep that thing. Yeah, I won't worry about that later. You're still at the point in the game where exploration is key. So keep looking for your geysers, like water geysers, salt water. I have a video coming up. My next video is on geysers, actually. So I talk about which geysers are really good, why I think they're good, and all that stuff. It's like a typical ranking video. Sure, you've seen many of them before, but I thought it was a really cool idea. So see how that one goes. And yeah, I think you got this. If you have any questions, just let us know in the chat, and I'm sure we can give you a hand. More than happy to help people out here. Okay, so what's going on here? To body temperature. Let's just click on this one. All right, so that should cool it. Hey Phil, what's up? Hey Mart Jenner, how you doing? Thank you guys for joining, Phil and Mart. How was everyone? Yes, sir. I just got me a cool steam vent and a natural gas. Guys, natural gas is awesome. I love the natural gas. I know it's like it's not really a hot take, rather, but it's more of a people don't like the natural gas very much, from what I've noticed, because it's very limited in power production. Like, if you have a big colony and a big base, these guys only put out 800 watts, which is, I guess, technically it's the same as the hydrogen generator, but it's always ranked really low when I see other people's rankings. And I don't know why. Like, this is one of the easiest geysers to set up. Like, you don't look. I'm using cobalt gas pump, so it doesn't even get the overheat bonus. A 75-degree overheat. This will overheat at some point because it'll eventually get hot in here. And of course, I'm being benefited by a little bit of cooling coming from here and here. But all that's to say that this has been running cobalt now for at least 300 cycles. I would say. Actually, I can just click on it. I forgot that I can just do that and look at the life cycle. Yeah, so basically 300 cycles, 295. And it's still not overheated, right? Because all you have to do is keep the temperature of uh in order to keep the temperature suitable for stuff like cobalt or iron. Like copper and gold are obviously really good, but in order to keep the temperature suitable for the lower ranked metals with regards to heat, is just keep a little bit of atmosphere in here. So when this thing erupts, the 150-degree temperature is not immediately filling the room, right? So if you have, I always keep a 3,000 grams of atmosphere in here. So when this thing erupts, it has to exchange that heat with the surrounding atmosphere. And if that atmosphere is being passively cooled by like some blocks, like here, sedimentary rock tiles and a little bit of water here, that's going to keep it cooler for a very, very long time. Again, it's not foolproof. Eventually, it will, overheat. But just look at how long it's held, right? It's kind of the same thing with the metal refinery. When you get to the metal refinery, I say this all the time, just put it in a cold biome. Look how much cooling we have. I mean, this asteroid is a little bit of an anomaly in that it's very, very cold, but nonetheless, we can keep running this metal refinery basically indefinitely as long as we give it some breaks every now and then. Like it just exchanges the heat with this cold biome, and it melts water for you. Everything's going well. Now, it doesn't always work. Granted, it does sometimes break. We need some lime, apparently. Well, I know why that is. Pretty sure my rock crusher is not making lime. I guess eggshells are done. All right. Well, do I have enough steel? I have 14 tons. Okay, I have 14 tons of steel. I'm pretty good on lime. Let's go ahead and make some gold amalgam, I guess, because gold amalgam. How much? I have lots of copper. How much gold amalgam do I have? 9 tons. Okay, well, copper's all right. Cobalt. I'll make some cobalt. Keep this thing going, and I'll make the wolframite into tungsten as well. This tungsten's going to be. I want to get thermium this playthrough. Let's see here. So the cool steam vent. I should talk about the cool steam vent a little bit. It's really easy to tame. If you go to like I said, the video will help you out. But basically, you just want to condense the steam in the water. So if you run radiant liquid piping through here with basically any water that's cooler than the steam, that's not going to break the pipe. So it's not like anything but water, essentially. Like polluted water is fine. Salt water is fine. It'll condense the steam in the water and you make water. Just be aware that if you start digging into these areas and it off-gasses polluted oxygen and it gets in here, that polluted oxygen will condense with the steam into water and give you a lot of germs. What's your Atmos sensor set for your natty gas? I think I already said that, but it was 3,000 grams. Good point. I thought I'd have to hold for steel for that. I know I'm a noob because I ran out of copper. No worries. No, you're not everyone starts out not knowing how to play. Like, it is what it is, right? So don't think of yourself as like newbie or whatever. Like it is what it is. This game has a large learning curve. Okay, I gotta get my duplicates working on something. I'm just talking. I'm just scrolling around and not doing much. Let's keep going in the old oil biome. I pretty much know where everything is now. I could reveal this area. Let's do that, actually. Let's just go right through here and see what we got going on. Hopefully we don't get trapped. I mean, we should not get trapped. I feel like we're going to get trapped, but let's see. As Phil says, I'm having problems making steel. I don't have enough lime with my eggshells. Okay, so then the solution is to basically have more ranching. So get a couple hatch farms set up like I am here. And just keep feeding these. Make sure they're happy. When they're happy, they're going to be making lots of babies. So you want the babies coming. Actually, they're eggs, but you get the idea. So keep them happy, keep them fed. And then as you start to grow the little critters, you can start making more farms. Now, I contemplated in this playthrough adding a critter condo. I don't think I'm going to do that because I don't have enough space. I'd have to move everything over. I suppose I don't really need this in here to critter drop off. I don't even need the critter feeder, to be honest, because eventually everything will be automated. So I don't really need this either. I could just delete this and move it over 1. And if I moved everything over 1, then that would mean I'm 98, and I would have to fill in 2 tiles at the top. Then I'd have a wall here. I'd have 90, 98. Oh, I could do 96 with 8. 8 by 12, I could do 96. So something like this. Whoa. Why is numbering counting so hard today? 8 by 12. Could do 96, and I'd have another 96 here. So I'd have basically two hatch farms. And then, let's see. Could I fit one? I could fit another hatch farm, but I have to have the wall right against here, which I don't really like. Or I could move this over. I could move this over one more, actually. I might do that. And I could fit the critter condo in there. That would be kind of cool, I think. You have 3 hatch wrenches and you're not making enough lime. Okay, so if you're not making enough lime, go to your oil biome and get fossil. Fossil will get you lime. So if you go to your rock crusher here, I mean, fossil should kind of be a last resort in my opinion, just because it's not that it's good for too much else, but to me, it's the walk for your duplicates to walk all the way down here to get fossil is a lot longer than just coming from here, you know? Usually this is a lot closer. So I usually try to avoid putting fossil on unlimited, even though I probably should. And it makes sedimentary rock too, which also feeds the hatches. But I should probably do that just to get more steel, because steel is going to be very important for our space. So there's some tips for lime. Other than that, if you go into like these little pockets here where you'll find a bunch of eggshells here too. So if you go into these areas, if you haven't quite dug out a lot of your asteroid yet, you'll always find a ton of eggshells in here. Like, look, we have probably like 5 or 6 eggshells in here alone from these guys just continuously reproducing, right? So, but the quantity is limited on the long term. Yeah, it's like eggshells are definitely like Pacu farms are going to be really good for you as well. Once you can get Pacus online, which kind of take a little bit more, like they take a little bit more infrastructure setup because you need to feed them seeds or algae. So they take a little bit more in that sense. But yeah, let's get these things. I'm just going to stick to my regular farm for now, and I can always expand it. I need to get these guys online as well. And then take this out, and then put these guys in here. I want to be on barbecue realistically long term. This is gonna go like that. Boom. Oops. So put this guy in here. Let's go here. Yeah, there is a lot to learn. So there's a ton to learn in this game. Like the learning just really never ends when it comes to Ani. I mean, it probably does at some point, but you know what I mean. There's just so much to learn, and not enough time. Not enough time. And then basically what you really want to do, like one of the downsides one of the traps that I get sucked into is I will, for too long, I will manually click and like move eggs and stuff, and every time there's an egg, every time these guys are cramped, it's usually because there's one extra hatch in here or eggs. So like, see how these guys say cramped? That means they're not going to be laying any more eggs. So if you're running into problems with your hatch farms not producing enough eggs for you, you need to make sure they're not cramped. That completely kills their reproduction, which is kind of ironic in a way. But yeah, you want to make sure they're not cramped. And if they are, then you got to fix that. So you gotta have a critter drop off and set it to 8. And then you want to have some automation in here so your eggs get picked up immediately, because eventually when you do get to that 8 critter number, you'll have a lot of problems with these guys getting cramped when they lay eggs. So now these guys are going to be cramped for sure, because I had a whole bunch of these guys hatch in this farm, so I have to move them out manually, unfortunately, but it is what it is. And then We'll build another one. So this one's gonna go here, like this. And then and then basically once this is built, we've accomplished something that I wanted to accomplish already. It's having 3 hatch farms, which is really cool because usually I take forever to do what the stream title says. So delete this one because I don't know why I built it. Build the ladders, and then we'll build the door here. Boom. Delete these guys. I also like the vertical farms a lot. I know that it's not always the most popular thing, but I like vertical farms because I find that it's easier for the rancher to move back and forth between them, especially when you have a lot of things that need to be ranched. So that's something that I enjoy. Take this out now, so I'm not dealing with that. And then I can always, it's always easy to, in my opinion, it's always easier to shift them when they're vertical, because if I have to move, if I want to add, let's say, the critter condo in here finally, all I have to do is move this wall over 1, move this wall over 1, move this wall over 1, and then, you know, keep building stuff here. I should already have done. And then it's kind of easy to do that, right? Not to say that it's not easy to do it horizontally either, but I just think that it takes up a lot less space in the grand scheme of things. I don't understand the direction of the conveyor loaders. Does it do any difference? So the conveyor loaders, in my professional opinion, I think they don't matter as long as this outlet is inside of the radius of the auto sweeper. I think it'll work. So, like, for instance, if this thing here, like the auto sweeper can get up to like this bottom of the ladder. So if you put this here, it's going to work. If you put this here, it's not going to work. This could even be facing this way, but because the outlet is outside of the radius, it won't work. So the outlet has to be in the radius. And this is a mod, by the way. I think it's called building radius or something. Now this is kind of okay, this is being blocked. Okay, I was going to say if this keeps picking it up, it's going to be annoying. These guys are all happy. We got 7 out of 8, so that's good. I think that's how it works, but maybe someone in chat can also confirm if they know. But yeah, that's my assumption, I think. Kevin says, with the ease of Brecken production and Prehistoric Darcy, there might be some different balance that you can reach with critter fountains and critter decorations to compensate for cramped deep. Ooh, that's a good point, Kevin. I did try using Brecken on Super Duper Dreamland, but I gave up on it because everything was going swimmingly without it. So I figured I didn't really need it. But that's a good point. Maybe there is a way where you can compensate. Well, maybe we'll play around with Brecken. How do you even make Brecken? I forgot how to make it. I know it's like relatively easy. Locations. Produce by... Oh, wait. Okay, I remember now. Pincher barber plant and water, which is something that we might have a lot of. The nosh bean, I'm not going to probably have a whole lot. The sleet wheat grain, I kind of want to... I would rather keep that for berry sludge. We have 803, so we almost have 1,000,000 calories of berry sludge now for space missions, which is really, really cool. What does this go? Oh, yeah, the body temperature. All right, so that's... Body temperature is happening because I don't have cooling in here, so let's fix that. Oh, dew drip makes it as well. Okay, Kevin says. So you can rotate it, but it's purely visual. Yes, I believe it's purely visual, Phil. I'm almost certain it's visual. But this guy's stuck, I think. Yep, he's stuck. He's not happy. All right, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving along. This volcano would be fun to tame as well, so maybe we'll get back in here and figure this out. Now, as far as steam turbines go, we can fit 1, 2... Ooh, we can actually fit probably exactly 3 in here. Okay, that's kind of cool. So 3 is probably a pretty good number to start with, and we can always make it more. So we'll make a little liquid lock here. And yeah, that's probably a good way to start things. Again, I do like to use the tunnel liquid lock. I think that's really nice, really helpful. So you can visualize everything. I'm gonna put that there. Hopefully my duplicates don't build themselves in. Actually, I'll just wait because I think they will. They will almost certainly build themselves in. So Dewdrip makes it easy and prehistoric. I guess Pincher Pepper is easy for regular too, but I always use that for food. Yes, food. I love using Pincher Pepper for food. I actually didn't. I did not use a lot of that in my last playthrough, which I kind of wish I did. This is not good. We're gonna start shooting our duplicates in the. I should get the queue, the research queue. I really should. Okay, so everything's going good here. A Pikachu, Pikachu face. Sorry, just discovering. No worries, Phil. Feel free to discover the emojis. I forgot that I added those. I gotta add those on the YouTube side too. The Pikachu face would actually be perfect for Ani, the Pikachu face emoji, because I don't use the scaffolding builds very often, especially when I'm digging through places like this. And then my duplicates always end up getting trapped, and then I always do the. How did they possibly do that? Like, I did not foresee this happening at all. But no, that's just how it is. Well, okay, this is a new one for me. Let's see what this is. Steam Van. Okay, so this is kind of cool. Got some aqua tuner, steam turbine aqua tuners to go there. So we'll see if we can get to that. We got another one. That one I already discovered, but what is that? I forgot what that was. This is a gold volcano. Nice, another one. I already have one, so I don't really need another one. But let's see how those ones are doing. Come to think of it, I have to see how these guys are doing. They should be okay. Yeah, we're making lots of gold. Nothing's backed up. We're making lots of aluminum. Nothing's backed up. Okay, that's cool. And then this here, these things are... Oh, the gas is all gone. So we can come back in here and start building stuff, which is really, really nice. So again, we're going to be using a lot of steel here because this is going to be all... what's it called? All steam turbine aqua tuner, whatever. So I haven't made a steam version of this in a very, very long time. So we're going to see how that goes. The last one I made... Well, you guys have basically followed my progress. The last one I made was... on before I even started Super Duper Dreamland. We got some liquid chlorine here, and I think this is the edge, so there's nothing else. There's nothing else here. Yeah, these guys I already got. This is all blocked off, so there might be something else. Oh, there's something here. Hey, thanks for the cheer, Phil. Phil just cheered 100 bits on Twitch. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. That was a cool sound. I like that sound. Thank you so much, Phil. Infectious polluted oxygen vent. That is so generous of you. Thank you so much. I think that's the first time I heard that in a while, so that's pretty funny. What's going on here? Oh, this is just... Things are just starting to melt. All right, anyways... okay, direction. Let's go on this because I'm just kind of... Oh, we got copper going too. Yeah, we got lots of copper. We can probably put this back on copper here. So let's... Whatever it's at right now, I don't need it. Cobalt, depleted uranium is fine, and copper. Cobalt. I always say that wrong, I think, but... Can they not get to the copper? Is that what's going on? They should be able to get to it. Hey, Harold. Okay, they can get to it. Okay. All right. So what was I doing? Oh yeah, this thing here. All right. So let's go deconstruct. Start building here to block this off. You guys know I like to do this method to make it airtight. I think that's fine. My favorite way to do it. And then we'll put a our usual bottle emptier here. Hey, Phil just cheered again. Phil, let's hear it, doo-doo. Thank you so much for the 145 cheer. Thank you, Phil. My screen is so small, I couldn't see it. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, Phil. It's a fun sound. One thing that I still have to fix though is there's so many options. I'm using the iPad now for the Twitch thing here, and it's really, really cool to see all these options. I gotta start reworking the how my Steam or my stream management is done, because I like to some sounds I don't get notifications for, so I gotta do a lot of DLC. I mean, you're also watching an iPad? Awesome. That is a great way to watch. Thank you, Phil. And I really appreciate the 200 and bits. Thank you so much. I want to have like I used to do this when I first started, but it was all manual, so I stopped doing it. But I also want to do like some sort of things here where it says when you guys cheer and all that, because I want you guys to be recognized, you know, just so, because I appreciate the bits and all that. But I just haven't had time to set it up. Like I'm just so bad at time management. Well, also I gotta my real job gets in the way of all that. Jim says you can make Brecon from pincher pepper nut. Yeah, I think that's what it says. Pincher pepper nut. Pincher pepper nut and water and the plant pulverizer makes Brecon. I got a Pro M5 on the job. Pro M5 from the job. Oh, that's the iPad. Sorry, I didn't know what that's the iPad, right? Not too familiar with the this iPad is like the iPad that I'm using is probably from like 2012 or something. It's like an iPad 7 or something. lots of stuff happening. Oh, we got some we'll take the flux again. I got 2 fluxes now. What else? What was I trying to do before? Oh yeah, this thing. So the gold volcano coming along. Put this on 9 and auto bottle. Now we can get back in here and build some of this infrastructure up. Now I also this is not too detrimental to just let it go. I think it's probably fine. Just let the water flow off. Everything's flowing off anyway, so we might as well just, as long as there's no germs in here, I don't care. I do not want to have germs in here like this. This is so annoying to have. At least it's getting cleared out very, very slowly, but taking forever. Doesn't help that I'm just overflowing now at this point as well. What I should really do, to be honest, is just do something like this and just make it even give some more places for these water to go. Jim says I had no idea. I had no idea either. I don't have a lot of experience with Brecon, so maybe we'll do Brecon this playthrough. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do. So these guys are glum. So who I think it was Phil or was it Margaret? Sorry, I forgot who exactly was talking about the critters, or sort of the lime. So they see how these critters are like not. Some of them are not happy. So it reduces their like. You want them to be always happy, right? Because it's not good when they're like their reproduction rate is going to be down. Their happiness, like everything with critters getting lots of lime production is going to depend on every. Oh my god. Dude, why? You don't have to go there at all at any point. At no point do you have to go there. Hey, Luis. Luis says, hey, Ethan. Thank you so much for joining. What's up? Thank you for joining the stream tonight. Happy Friday. You joined right when when that was happening. Oh, I can't believe that. That's so funny. Yeah, that's the glum. So if you hover over, it tells you exactly what they mean. Let's see if I can find the glum one. Oh, there's a glum one somewhere. Gloom? Is it gloom or is it glum? There it is. So this guy, it means critter metabolism is minus 80%. It will produce less materials as a result. So they won't eat, and then they won't eat whatever you're feeding them, and they won't produce coal, which isn't so much of a problem if you're trying to get eggs, but you still it's still going to decrease their happiness. You want their happiness to be as high as possible. So like 4, I think 4 is probably what you want it to be at, because see, if you look at the overlay, when they're happy, they get a plus 15% per cycle reproduction rate. So they produce way more eggs. You want their happiness to always be high. Pikachu face. Yeah, Pikachu. I gotta add the Pikachu face on YouTube for sure. That is exactly what I need. I guess we'll get the no. Let's do some more of these. We'll do we'll do the we'll work our way to the petroleum engine because we'll get that online at some point. Dig all these out too. I don't need all the. Oh, we got a Sage Hatch. Nice. This might be a good one to feed algae to because I'm not using any algae at all. Maybe we start doing Sage Hatches. That'd be kind of cool. And they can, yeah, they can eat a lot of stuff. So we just got a natural Sage Hatch. Who knew? So Stinky. Wish they wouldn't take so little, but it's okay. I can probably dig all this out now and start going in there. But why are they okay? So they usually get gloom, I think, because they don't get groomed in time. So you want them to be like there's a whole bunch of factors to keeping them happy. You got to keep them fed. You got to keep them groomed. So if your rancher guy or rancher girl is not here at the station quick enough, you can do a couple things. You can either set this to a higher priority, which I usually do, so they cut like it's on their errands to come back more frequently. Another thing that they could be is they could just have too much going on. So if you go to their priorities and if you look at who your rancher is, so for me, my rancher is Harold. Harold is also doing like digging errands, building. So he might get stuck at a place where he's digging and then not have time to come back to ranching, and then it might be his break, and so on. So you want them to be always available for these guys. Like as soon as these guys need to be like their teeth brushed and all that stuff groomed, they should like see that Harold is 19, no critters available. That means everyone's happy. So we got an elderly critter, which is nothing you can do about that. But yeah, it's that kind of thing where just make sure that your rancher's always available and not, oh, I got polluted oxygen here. That's what I was trying to avoid. All right, well, whatever. We'll have to go back in there and do it again. And then I can mop this up. Mop that up, get that out of the way, start building steam turbines. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I can't yet because the ladders are in the way. Yeah, so it's just a bunch of different factors. Someone's hurt, apparently. I didn't see that. I didn't see who was getting hurt. But I should probably build a triage. Triage cot. If someone's getting hurt. We'll just put it here for now. I usually don't... like, ever. I don't even think I have a doctor. Probably be a good idea to get someone... there we go. Stinky can be the doctor. So, doctoring. I want Stinky to be the doctor here. There we go. 70... yeah, so Trivaldo somehow got hurt. Well, she's a researcher, so I don't know how Trivaldo got hurt, but probably a good idea to have a doctor. Okay, so this is mostly cleaned up now, and again, we'll get all these things like situated at some point as well. Lead should be okay here, I think, because we're not really doing too much that... like, we're going to be cooling it anyways. So I'm not really concerned about that. I have to come back in here now. So let's deconstruct this, and let's start making a way to come back in here. Now, I think this would probably be something like that, I think would be the best option. And then we'll have like the main road to get in like here. But we'll do that after. For now, I'm just gonna have it like this. And it's unfortunate that I have all this stuff here. It's not gonna create oxygen anyways until I put once I put water on it. But nonetheless, it's kind of a mishap in my overall build. And then we'll have a double liquid lock, obviously, because this is going to be all steam. So we don't want to have... well, this is probably not a smart idea. We don't want to have them all just very steamy. So let's do this. Then the steam will transfer out of that. And then, it's not going to be good. Can you feed the critter feeder with automation? Or does that have to be... yes, absolutely. That's usually what I do long term. So... when I get to like a sustainable colony, I don't want my duplicants coming in here individually and filling this up, because sometimes what ends up happening, like when my duplicants are oh my god, excuse me. I'm so sorry. I just like burped in the mic. I'm so sorry. I tried pulling away. I'm so bad. I really apologize if you guys if you guys caught that. I am drinking Esca water, so I really apologize for that. You did not hear it. Thank you. Thank you, Phil, for being generous. I heard it in my ears, so I'm very sorry if you're wearing headphones. So the critter feeder, yeah, it's actually, I find it to be way better to feed it with the automation, because what will end up happening usually is they will like come here and do a delivery for very small amounts of sedimentary rock, and it's kind of a waste of time. But not just that, but if like you have to, let's say for instance you're sourcing, like long term I'm going to be on igneous rock, right? So when we get stone hatches and they come from a volcano, that your duplicates don't even have to do anything at that point, because your volcano will make igneous rock, you will cool it right underneath the volcano, and then from, is there polluted water here? And then from under the volcano, when it's cooled igneous rock, you just put it right into your base with conveyor rails, and you just put like you put the conveyor receptacles up here, and yeah, it's totally automated long term. All you have to do is I don't know if this is like on part of the base game or if this is a mod, but I do have a mod that gives this feature to more buildings. It's called Disable Manual Use, I think is the mod. So you just unclick that, and then the duplicants can no longer load that manually. Well, they are now. I think they just have to finish the errand. But see, from this point on, no duplicant can load this critter feeder. That's a very critical mod. What you can also do is just have it drop on the floor in a chute. That's it. You could just have a chute here. That's what I was saying earlier. Like I could fit the critter condo in here if I just took out the feeder and had everything drop via a chute. But I don't want to go like that. Can make the proportions uneven, right? Especially if like this farm is very old and I can make a new farm or whatever, then that new farm won't have any or whatever. I don't like doing it that way. I like having things more controlled. I don't like things just being all wild. But that's just me though. No manual delivery mod. Thank you, Jim. Hey, Javilian, what's up? He says, or they say hello. Anyway, hello. Yeah, so Jim says if you put a chute, you usually want a meter or a shutoff. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I always forget those exist. Oh, we'll take the slicksters for sure. Yeah, let's take the slicks. Why is there water here? I gotta make sure they don't mop up. Okay, cool. Oh, this is why I'm having polluted water. All right. Well, that makes sense. But now I don't need any more oil. So, the polluted water is the reason I had. Well, this is not what I want in here. Please take that out. I do not want off-gassing again. Okay, now I can go in here, and we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a great time inside the volcano. Nice. More research. Let's keep going on. I guess we'll start the petroleum engines. We just won't use any data banks just yet. Well, we'll say I still don't. Yeah, that's fine. I don't want to get, the reason I don't want to get data, this is like not even really something worth worrying about in my opinion, but the reason I don't use data banks at this point oh my goodness, that's why it's happening. It's freezing. Is because I've always been the type of gamer that's like, if I don't need to use that resource right away, I generally like save it until I absolutely need it, which I know can be sort of detrimental to your progress, but I usually save my data banks until I really need something, and then I don't just frivolously use it on things that I may not need for a very long time, if that kind of makes sense. It's usually how I like to do it. Even though I know I can get more really easily. Let's delete all this stuff. Boom. Delete that. Boom. Delete that. Boom. Okay, so we're all good here. For some reason, we got some ceramic stuck in the floor, but not really concerned about that. I should probably close this off. I don't want the polluted water just overflowing constantly over on this side. And then build another one of these guys. We got some water in here already, but we'll put some more. A bottle drainer in here. Actually, the bottle drainer should go here. We need lots of water in here. So put that guy on. Enable auto bottle. And then give us some conductive wires like that. Biodiesel not as good as fuel for blast ammo for killing or for shouldn't say that on you. I shouldn't read that on YouTube. For destroying meteor showers. You know what? I'm not very experienced with the biodiesel mechanic. I think petroleum to me is a lot more straightforward. Biodiesel comes from plants and phyto oil, right? It's the phyto. I just used it in the last playthrough, but it was literally the first time. So it comes from, let's see here. Okay, it comes from bleach stone and phyto oil. So, I mean, every time, so here's how my brain works, okay? Every time there's like multiple ingredients for something, I think that's usually less effective than using something that's just one ingredient. I've always kind of, so like if you're trying to make blast shots or let's see, where's the blast shot maker? Let's look at all the things that you can make. Why isn't it showing in here? Blast shot maker. So anyways, yeah, here we go. So you can use petroleum, which to me is a lot more straightforward than trying to make biodiesel from multiple different ingredients. Like that's how my brain works for most things. Even if the benefits aren't as good. So I always think petroleum is easier just because you can really easily get it just by having water. You just need to, oh, that's another thing I got to work on, by the way. Oil well. Get that built. I already have some water set up coming this way. Why can't I build that? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's built out of, oh, it's built out of gold. So that's kind of how I look at, oh, by the way, thanks for joining the stream, Sanray. Appreciate it. Hello, how are you tonight? But I really think you should build whatever you have the most resources of. So you shouldn't restrict yourself to one or the other. You know, does that make sense? Like you should just, if you don't have access to petroleum, or if you want to make the plant version because maybe petroleum is too hot or whatever, then I think it's way easier to do biodiesel, for example. That's kind of how I like to consider things. You don't even really need water. There's a lot of free oil at the bottom. Yeah, exactly. On the classic maps, there's so much oil. Like you get way more oil usually on the Terra asteroid. I would say this is a relatively small amount of oil than what I'm used to seeing. I mean, I haven't dug out a lot of this yet because it's kind of hot. Not that I really matters. I can easily dig into it. I just kind of feel like I don't need to if I don't have to. But yeah, I might as well I should just start building this infrastructure for the oil biome, actually. I have plenty of igneous rock to do that with. So like build it off, block it off, and then I can start. Then I don't have to worry about water getting in it. So there we go. That's probably the way I do it, right? So I think maybe I start doing that sort of here. So all the hot material just falls down naturally, and then I don't have to be too concerned with that aspect. So yeah, that's what I'll start doing. I'll start digging here. We'll make this the oil biome itself, and then everything else can just fall in, and I don't have to worry about it at all. So we'll dig this out. We got another. I don't know if I've seen what this is. What is this one? This is a copper volcano. Nice. Okay, so we have metal for days here. Let's see if our duplicants can manage to not get stuck here. Have you played Don't Starve Together? Yes, I have played Don't Starve Together. I found it to be quite interesting, just not as interesting as Ani. So I didn't really get too deep into it. Relica doesn't have much oil, exactly. So if you're playing Relica, then you have to basically use the Secum plant, I think, or whatever other resources that you can make phyto oil with. If you watch, I mean, my playthrough of Relica isn't like the best way to play Relica, but if you watch that playthrough, I use a lot of Secum plants in that one. I was forced to, right? There's like literally, you kind of run out of ways to play if you don't do that. Ani is the better clay game. Yeah, Ani is like friggin' amazing. I can't believe I put this game off for so long. Like, this game is just incredible. Dupes are like stepsisters. They always get stuck. Dupes are always getting stuck. And like I said, I kind of do it to myself. I mean, I know these things are gonna happen, and I just end up doing it anyway. It's kind of funny. Like, I don't intentionally like make them get stuck. It's just I always say like, okay, they're gonna get stuck if they start digging here, and sure enough, look what happens. They just get stuck. Yeah, like Clay makes a lot of really good games, but it's almost like, you know, it's like they're bound to have their premier game. Every company, I think, has like the one game that's just way better than all the others. And for Clay, it's definitely Ani, 100%. Okay, cool. I'm still good. I really don't like germs in my water. It's like a pet peeve, so I'm just double checking everything. Okay, so this one is pretty done. I again, like I said, I kind of messed up here, and I really just should have put all of my resources not right in there. So what I'm going to do is just put a bunch of tiles here. Once I have all those tiles, I'll put a storage container and then just sweep everything up, because all this ice, I think there's ice down here. It'll eventually melt and just create problems, and I don't want that. I don't want to have any problems. I just rather have a problem-free game. The Husky Moo can be milked for biodiesel. They give lots. I haven't used the Husky Moo. Let's see if it tells you. Husky Moo. The Husky Moo. It's 800 kilograms of biodiesel. I mean, I guess the frequency would... Maybe the frequency would dictate that, right? Like, that's a lot of biodiesel, I think. That's like one whole tile's worth. Like, how much does biodiesel take? I'm pretty sure it's like around 800 to 1,000. 1,000, right? That's quite a bit, I would say. Like, if you consider how much is flowing through a pipe at a time, it's only 10 kilograms. Right? So... Oh, by the way, Kleeman MX, thank you for joining the stream tonight as well. Appreciate it. Hello, hello. Hope that you're having a great day. Not a single sniff of fresh air, an autobiography by a dude. Well, you know, it's their fault. They always breathe out. They bring it on themselves. That's all I gotta say. Okay, so let's see here. We're gonna make an aqua tuner in here. This is probably enough water for now. Probably not, but we're gonna make it enough water for now. The small map is much harder than this the spaced out version. The small map, I think, is the spaced out version of Sandwraith. That's what you're asking. Like, if you're playing spaced out, the map is like, I think it's like maybe a third of this size, or maybe like half or something, kind of in that range. This is the classic spaced out. Or did I misunderstand? I might have misunderstood. If I did, just please let me know. Oh, nice. We got some more shine bugs, so that's kind of cool. I should start feeding them because I feed them some, what's it called? Crystal blossoms. Okay, nice. I guess I'll take more slicksters. I just have to kind of relocate them at some point because they're going to start making a lot of oxygen or a lot of oil, and it's going to be annoying. I mean, small map is much harder, right? Yeah, so yeah, the small map of the Spaced Out is... I think it's harder, but it's not like significantly harder. It's because they give you access to space earlier, so you can just you can go and get the... As long as you're proficient in space, I don't think it's hard. It's just a new learning curve. I get what you're asking. Sorry, Sanwraith, I was misunderstanding. Yeah, so the small map is harder in the sense that you have to utilize space travel early. But if you're good at space travel, or if you like it, then it really won't matter to you. You know what I mean? Like, then you can just keep going, and it's not that big of a deal. Hey, Ren, what's up? Ren says hello. I love your videos. Thank you so much, Ren. Renschi for is that how you say it? Is it okay if I just call you Ren, or is it Renschi? That's a cool username. I'm just really bad at these names. Thank you so much, Ren. Really appreciate that. Nice compliment, and I'm glad that you liked the video. I'm glad that you could stop by on stream and say hello. Just Rens? Okay, gotcha. I can do Rens. Appreciate it. Really appreciate your compliment, and I'm really glad that you're able to stop by and let me know. I love getting compliments from the fans. It's makes me feel really good. So thank you so much, Rens, for stopping by and letting me know. I try to make them entertaining and informative and all that. So I'm glad that you guys are enjoying. Let's see. Oh, nice. This is finally grown. I guess we could probably get some more Drekos in here. This is kind of the problem when you don't automate this, is just end up having to manually relocate these Drekos, and it's super annoying. But there you go. This is pro tip. Set up automation for your Drekos, or you gotta manually put them back in. At least we're making quite a decent amount of plastic. We have all this made out of plastic now. We got some plastic going on here. I want to make transit tubes. That should be my next big thing. So we're gonna actually take this out of the way. Probably start doing transit tubes and having it so we don't have to go so far down there. So actually, what's our research currently? Propulsion. Let's go ahead and skip that. Make sure we got transit tubes. We do have transit. The data miner wouldn't be too bad to get, but that's kind of a long ways off. I suppose. What are the carbon dioxide or the oxidizer? I suppose we could probably get the jet suits going just without the data analysis. That might be the next thing. We're just gonna blast through the tech tree, and then we'll have everything available. So perfect. We got this. This is good now too. Let's go ahead and deconstruct here. Actually, let's not deconstruct that just yet. Let's put everything away here. Let's take out the oil. I don't need that. Let's sweep everything. Get it out of the way. And then we'll make our double liquid lock here. Kind of like that. And then that will allow us to prevent any heat transfer coming from our steam base to here. And that still kind of leaves us pretty well with how I imagined this would turn out. Like, I wanted this to be the exit point for our base, and for our duplicates just to be able to go up and right into here to work, because they're going to be doing quite a bit of work in there. I tame my gold volcano with 2 air regulator because they use less power. That's not a bad idea, I guess. I never tried that before. I always default to using the well, you see my setup. This is my go-to setup. It just seems like the thing about power, and you know, everyone has their own opinion on power, but at a certain point in the game, you make so much of it, especially when you have a Hydra. Like, when you have a Hydra, you can kind of just be very, very frivolous with your power, you know? So I don't usually concern myself too much, but that being said, it's really good to diversify your power, because if you don't, you might run into a situation where you build too many aqua tuners or something, and then these guys just can't keep up. Like, luckily we have the, what's it called? There's the plug slugs right now, which are charging our batteries anyways, but I think we're making so much power just in other areas that it's not even really affecting our base. So it's one of those things that, like, yeah, as soon as you start making a lot of power, it's almost just kind of, it's almost like when you get to the end game and you start making thermium and you start not having to care about cooling as much for your thermal aqua tuners, or maybe you can use thermium for sour gas boilers or something, right? Sorry, a thermium aqua tuner or whatever kind of thing. I got iridium early. Okay, there you go too. So that's really good. I haven't had too much to. I know iridium is really, really good stat wise. Haven't had too much time to play with it, but hopefully we can find some iridium on this asteroid and kind of get more practice in. Williams, thanks for joining. He says, "Hello, what am I looking at? A brick. Thermium is obsolete since iridium." Well, there you go. Okay, so thermium is obsolete, so you can go for iridium, I guess, and not worry about it. I still like thermium though. I like the color of that thermium makes in the True Tile mod. I haven't had too much time to use it because I didn't get thermium in the last playthrough, but I used thermium in sandbox mode quite a bit. So I really like how it looks, despite the fact that it might be irrelevant. I mean, it's still really good. It's plus 900 overheat though. Surprisingly easy to compare to get. I just like the, yeah, it's sometimes I like, for example, the cobalt. I like using the cobalt ever since I got the True Tile mod. So sorry, you asked what am I looking at? What are you looking at? You're looking at the start of an industrial brick, which I think we're doing pretty good at. So far it's vacuumed out. It's gonna be a steam industrial brick, by the way. It's vacuumed out, so far so good. We got the volcano tamer vacuumed out, so we're just gonna let this make a whole bunch of geothermal power for us. I'm not gonna really care too much about getting the resources out just yet. I think we'll worry about that afterwards. But for now, I just really want to get this going so we can get some power and future igneous rock out of here. So that's kind of what you're looking at there. We're working on this. We're just filling up the double liquid lock so we don't have any nasty heat transfer. And we're working on hatch farms. So we're kind of doing a little bit of everything. We got lots of hatch. How much barbecue do we have now? Okay, so 7,000 calories. We have lots of gristleberry, which we should maybe put some shine bugs in here so they can eat that. Then we'll have a whole bunch of shine bugs and radiation. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Let's put these guys in here. I know this is like not... It's not like ideal because we're harvesting these, but maybe we'll stop them from being harvested. Maybe I should just bring a, what's it called? Critter drop off. And put shine bugs all in here and let them eat these things. Yeah, I think we'll keep them. We'll take off the harvest on some of these things. I don't think we need all of them, to be honest. And then let them eat and maybe we'll tame them or something. I don't know. But I would like to make a radiation plant out of these guys. I think that'd be sick. So let's go ahead and give us the wrangle option. And they're kind of cold too, so we'll get them out of the cold, make them all nice and warm. I like the sounds they make. I've never really dealt with shine bugs before because I always evolve them very early since they wake up my duplicants. But now, since I don't have to worry about that, since they're all in rooms. William says, oops, lunchtime, be right back. Have a great lunch, William. Thanks for stopping by. Cobalt blue color is the most beautiful metal. Yeah, I really like it. That's why I didn't have enough cobalt to finish this, but I'm gonna eventually rework it. You know I am. People like Thermium because of the functionality, but you like its color. Yeah, I love it. Look at this blue mesh tile out of cobalt. I love that. Like, I love the True Tile mod. I wish that was like a default on the game. Okay, so we kept going over here. Is there anything over here that's interesting? Relative temperature. I love whoever told me this. It was a while ago. Relative temperature helps you find all these geysers and vents. Natural gas. Okay, that's cool. We got another natural gas. What else? What else? Okay, I think that's... Yeah, we're gonna... So much fun stuff to tame here. So much fun stuff. Gotta keep going, though. See what we got in here. Just gonna bust through... yeah, I'm just gonna bust through all these cold biomes. Doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. It might matter, but... What actually matters is that I don't get any water in the oil biome. All right, so that's the main goal of this playthrough, believe it or not. Let's keep going, digging here, digging here. Yeah, we'll just keep going with this. I guess I can go all the way because I cannot let the ice drop though. I have to be super duper careful with it. So if the ice drops, I'm basically done. I also can't let it melt, so that's another thing. Gotta make sure it's not melting. Let's see. Did I catch up with the chat? I think I caught up with the chat. Yeah, I think okay, cool. All right, we're all caught up. So I'm just gonna keep I like to keep the ice biomes intact as well. I don't think it really matters, but I mean, when you have lots of cooling, I don't think it... should I take the puffs? I guess I can take the puffs. I can just let them loose. I am a thing. What's up? Thanks for joining. I like your username. I'm an AI thing. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. That can be read so many different ways. I'm an AI thing. I like your username. Why is that the water and the oil? So this is just kind of an ongoing meme in my playthrough that, for me anyway, like personally, I've only ever done one playthrough on live stream, but I always get oil. Actually, I've done 2 or 3, I guess, if you want to call. Technically, I did 3. I always get water in my oil biome, and it's annoying because if I'm just trying to pump the oil out, then I have to put a filter in there. So I really, really try not to get oil and water mixed up. Like, it's very easy because, you know, if you have this overflowing, for instance, obviously you'll get a bunch of water and polluted water in here. If you have ice melt, like if you start digging into here and the ice melts, it'll immediately turn into water. Sometimes you can mop it up, but like if I just go like this and start digging, this ice will melt super quick because it's very, very hot, right? So I kind of don't want to deal with any of that. I'd rather just keep the abyssalite here for now and maybe come in from up top at some point. Okay, so I think we're ready to keep going with more research. I guess we'll go that way. Just get all the radiation research done for the time being that we can, and we'll deal with the data stuff later. Thanks for the content. Love Ani. I'm new to it and already spent 1,000 hours. So everything is a learning experience. Dude, that is so awesome that you've gotten so far into the game, and I really appreciate you coming by and saying hello. Thank you for the kind words. And yeah, I'm loving Ani as well. I actually only have 1,100 hours. I just crossed 1,100. I don't know how. I don't check it often, but I just crossed 1,100 a couple weeks ago. So I absolutely love this game as well. I wish I got into it sooner because it is such a fun game. Yeah, it's really fun to make videos for as well. Absolutely loving it. Actually, I'm trying to decide how to dig down in here without putting a bunch of slime into my area. Not that it really matters, I guess. It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. I think maybe we're just gonna do something like come in through here and then just dig up. Hey, Flying Ratto, what's up? Appreciate you joining the stream. How are you doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Let me give you guys like Flying Ratto and I'm an AI thing and all you guys that are just joining the chat. Let me kind of give you guys a recap of what's happening in the stream so far. We're an hour and a half in, so just thank you everyone for joining. We got, holy smokes, we have 9 people on Twitch today. That is so awesome. Did I miss any Twitch notifications? I hope not. Sometimes my Twitch acts up, but thank you for being here. Let's see. I don't think I missed anything in a while. Yeah. Okay. So like sometimes I'm still trying to like learn. I just switched to iPad on Twitch, so trying to learn, making sure I don't miss any notifications there. But yeah, so thank you guys everyone for joining on Twitch. It's really, really cool. We're 9 viewers on Twitch and 37 on YouTube tonight. So thank you everyone for joining the stream and hanging out with me on this Friday evening or Monday morning or wherever you may be. So basically, let me just put shine bugs here. Shine bugs. I got these guys wrangling, but there's nowhere for them to go. So where's the wrangle? There we go. Let's get them wrangled up. So let me give you guys a little recap. So we're building a industrial brick here. That's going to be a steam industrial brick. So I got it vacuumed out already. It's just taking a while to get this oil filled up because the duplicants are super slow in bringing the oil up. But whatever, it's coming. It's probably, to be honest with you guys, it's probably because they're not able to take a full packet. I don't know. Maybe if this was a little bit lower, they could get more. I think that would probably help out. So maybe we'll build this here and then just destroy the ladders. That might help. I don't know. And then just put some ladders this way instead. Okay, so we'll try that. Also finish building there. And we'll put a liquid lock in here at some point as well. In fact, we might just use a transit tube in here. So we're building an industrial brick that's going to be steam. We're just trying to get oil in here. Taking forever. In here, we already have oil, and we're trying to tame this. This is actually erupting soon, so it would be in my best interest to get this done ASAP. Let's get this all swept out so we don't melt all this stuff. And then we can put a insulated door in here as well. I mean, luckily with my streams, it's I have like my duplicants are usually never busy because I procrastinate so much that they always have some time to hang out and come do what I need them to do as soon as possible. This is pretty annoying. I wish I could the germs would like. I mean, they're slow, very, very slowly. They're deleting themselves. I could probably help it a little bit if I isolated this. This is gonna do something like that. I don't know. Just do something like that. Isolate all that. These, like the brine will kill the. Sorry, I keep forgetting not to say that on YouTube. The brine will allow the germs to disappear, but the polluted water will not. So it's gonna keep growing in this packet and this packet, but then being deleted by these. So this is probably not going to help out this situation either. I probably have to, I have to open this up. You know what? Forget this, actually. Forget this. Open this up. That's what I built this for. I forgot all about that. Then open this up to get the air bubble out, and open this up to get the air bubble out. Just like that. All right, let me just catch up here. Yeah, I got here from your vid. So Hydra over Rodriguez. Yes, absolutely. The Hydra is way, way better than the Rodriguez. This is the Hydra in action here. And you can see that these gas pumps, they literally never... these electrolyzers, they literally never shut off. So right now, my entire colony is running on these 4 electrolyzers. And I have... This is And I have the option to turn these on. I can always, at a moment, turn these on, and I have even more duplicant production for oxygen. And then, of course, for hydrogen, it's also incredibly good because we're using this as our as our I don't know how we have so many. Oh, because of this. We're using this for power, so everything is going like really, really good. Hey, Harry Hischer. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Happy Friday to you, Harry. Hello, Ethan and chat. That's a big uranium cave. It is a big uranium cave. We got it's massive. It's very long horizontally. I don't think I've ever seen one that big that's connected. I mean, it's obviously, I don't know. I don't want to say obviously. It looks like it's two uranium biomes just stuck beside each other. Usually they're like only this big and only this big. And it's because looks like it's separated by that igneous rock or something. I don't know. I don't know if that's true, but that's what it looks like to me. Okay, then I was going to go up here without going into too much of the ice and go around and get this stuff. Again, I'm just trying to avoid the ice, so I can get the sleet wheat as well. The sleet wheat would be really, really nice, so I can make the berry sludge. So let's just go like that, go up like this, and then come down into here, and we can rummage, inspect, rummage, inspect, rummage, inspect, and rummage, inspect. Perfect. Look at all that stuff done. It's 3 biomes beside one another, says Jim. Yeah, I figured it was at least 2, but 3 makes a lot of sense because, yeah, now I see it, Jim. And since Jim mentioned it, there's one here, there's one here, and there's one here. Little peaks, I guess, are the biomes. This seed has boulders, giant patches of obsidian are from that. Oh, gotcha, Jim, gotcha. So far, I ended up, so this is, an AI thing says, so far I ended up with 2 half Rodriguez, and I want to try that hydro since the hydro is such a good source of water. Yeah, for sure. Like the hydro is super easy. All you have to do is put basically any 2 types of liquid on top of your electrolyzer, and just make sure that you don't forget to build all the infrastructure in here like I did. I probably spent the whole stream trying to get this up and running, and it was all my fault. I cannot blame that on the duplicates. Usually I do, but I'm going to be honest. That was my fault. Keep going this way. This is the prehistoric DLC stuff here. And then we'll keep going up here. And yeah, everything is going good right now. Lots of stuff. Let's see how this volcano... okay, so we got all this stuff done. So what I want to do here... Oh, by the way, before we have... What are we working on? We're working on... Let's just work our way down the list now since we got everything. We need the Brecken. I don't need that just yet. We'll keep working on the petroleum. Oh yeah, the aqua tuner. Aqua tuner. Definitely make that variant, and then we'll just put this guy here, and then we'll fill it with some. Definitely, I like to use ceramic in here. I probably not needed, but I like to use ceramic. And go like that, and then get the start of that going. And then I always put a wall here. Hopefully this ends up working as I intended. This wall just prevents the magma from flowing over and breaking it. And then usually what I do, hopefully all this works. Put the gold. Put 2. This one's a little bit. Yeah, let's put that away from here. Let's just put it here. Boom, boom, and then switch to. So we're gonna come in like this, and then we're gonna come in like that. I don't know if that's ideal. Maybe I gotta move the pipes over. It's just because I need to cool them as well, right? So maybe I use conductive. It's not gonna work. I have to use radiant in this situation, but we do have lots of aluminum, so that's perfect for cooling. We'll do that. Actually, we'll just go straight across. Oh, we'll just go straight across, and then we'll use the bridges there. And we'll go this way, go up into it, and then over, and then back down along here. And then over here, we'll start cooling the... Actually, we could probably cool everything above. It would probably make more sense, but I've already built it, so I'm not going to bother rebuilding it again. And then we're going to have... What we want to do is basically put these here so we can dig this out and put metal tiles here for cooling. We're going to do a lot of cooling here for our igneous rock. In the meantime, though, like I said, we're going to open this guy up. Hopefully it works the way I intended. Put the insulated door in here as well. Insulated door, I think. But I also want a... what's it called? The mechanized airlock at some point. Because I want to make sure my duplicates are restricted. I don't think this can be toggled as easily as the mechanized airlock. Sorry, I missed some of the chat. Let me just go back up here. Standard says the uranium biome doesn't have betas in Saturn Trap because in Relica there is, and I have lots of hydrogen from there. Unfortunately, I think this one does not, which I was kind of hoping it did, but that's okay. It's something that I can always spawn in, I think, with the printer scepter. I have lots of data banks. I'm just trying to save them for... I don't really need them for now. Oh, nice. We got some stone hatches. I don't really need them at this point. And not only that, but... not only do I don't need them, but I have so many other things that I'm preoccupied with. Like, for example, manually picking up these hatches and putting them in here. Pull it out of order. Bro, no. Let's not get... I know why it's happening again. It's because of this. No, what do you mean out of order? Oh, because there's no water because of this. Oh, okay. Okay, that's interesting. That's really interesting. So I guess the easiest way would be to literally just feed it back into here and splice this off. So here's how we can fix the toilet just temporarily while they're working on that. And then get these toilets filled up. There we go. And then we'll fix that, and then everything will be fine. We just have kind of some issues right now because this is my fault. I should really just put this in insulated piping. So there we go. There we go. That'll fix itself because I need these to grow as well, right, to get rid of the excess. What's going on here? Body temperature, it's too cold. Okay, well, that's... again, it's a good problem to have. Sorry, let me catch up with the chat again. I'm way behind. It's already Saturday where I am, says Harry. So good morning to you. Kevin says, I always had a large connected uranium biomes at least twice the normal size on the main asteroid. I've never seen them connected like that. I think it's kind of convenient to have them all together. Jim says the biome placement is all seed dependent. I have lots with 3 or 4 radioactive biomes, but none of them attached, and others with them in clumps. Why is your pipes auto constructing? Oh, sorry. Why is your pipes auto constructing? Do you mean like? Well, I just went over it with the insulated. The reason I'm changing them into insulated is because it's getting too cold for the thimble reeds. I want to maintain that temperature. The temperature coming out of, just so you kind of see what I'm talking about. The temperature coming out of here is 28 degrees, but because I'm sending it into a cold biome, it gets very, very cold, and by the time it gets into the thimble reeds, it doesn't grow. I hanged fossil in my bedroom, and they are really good. Yeah, the hanging fossil thing. Yeah, I gotta work on my decor. Thanks for pointing that out, by the way. I really need to. Oh, the espresso maker. Nice. I like the espresso maker. It gives you athletics, which is really, really good. So we'll get picture proper plants at some point. And then we'll get the... we got to get the decor. But anyways, this is coming along pretty nicely. There's another hatch. Get it? Now I got to start doing the automation for this. We have lots of hatches now. Basically, I have to move all these guys. So we're going to put a... critter drop off to here. We're gonna maybe we're gonna put them all in here for now. I know this is not gonna be like the best thing ever. I'm actually gonna shut this off. Build this thing, put the plugs in. We have to start focusing on doing this. So, sorry, plugs. We're going to be moving you over. Where's the wrangle option? Taking all these guys out, moving them over so we can make room for the automation for the critters. Because I can't keep clicking on them for very long. It's very, 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 very annoying. I was also going to put the transit tube here. Let's get that going. That'll save us a whole bunch of time. Not out of steel. We don't need steel. You guys crazy? We'll put it. We'll make it out of gold. And then let's see how much plastic we have. Well, this is kind of in the way, but this is how I intended it. It's gonna go all the way down here and all that stuff. So anyways, that used 1 ton of plastic, so it's not too bad. Get rid of this. What's in here? Carbon dioxide. I don't really need this anymore. So let's deconstruct that. I don't really. I have a carbon dioxide thing here already for my fountain, so I don't need that. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. This will like make us a little bit super speed. Just kind of what I'm hoping for. Sweet. Just keep going down. Keep going down. So many ladders. Ah. All the ladders are in the way. Why? I just clicked it. Cool. Keep going with the transit tube. Nice. And then I need some power for this guy. It's great because we have power right there. This is why I always say, like, if you start building your... My last video was talking about building your power early on, like getting your power conduits going. And it'll really help you out in the long run because when you have this power spine kind of already running all over the place... I mean, I know it's like really random for me, but when you have that going, it makes it super easy to like add stuff like this. You don't have to build a very long run at all. Let's do some more research. What's next? I don't care about that. I can't do that. What's this? This is the... Okay, I'll do that. I need the drill cone at some point too. The Lura plant doesn't produce lots of amber for plastic. I haven't used the Lura plant, I don't think, at all, so I can't really comment on that, but I'll take your word for it. Max, no, we got to do max 40. We're not going to feed these guys for a bit. We're going to... Does this even do anything? I don't think that does anything. Let's put this on like 9 so they hurry up. I need that done. This should also be redecorated. I don't know why, like, they're so bad at it. Okay. What else? Connect here. Boom, boom, boom. And then how much plastic is that? Okay, we used quite a bit of plastic there. So we're just going to make it so they can drop down to here and then use a transit tube to get back up, and that's it for now. So we'll put this guy here, the transit access tube. I don't think we have power down here yet. No, we don't. So we'll just put that there, and we'll give them the option to drop down. And then we'll go like this. And at least that way they can use it. Let's see, what else? What was I working on also? I was doing this. Okay, so these guys got the data banks now. There's warm coats. Not really ideal, but whatever. No water in here yet. That's good. We're doing good. What else? What else? Everything looks like it's doing all right. Got to keep going on the volcano. Okay, so we have this thing set up. Let's keep going with this. Connect that there. The liquid bridge. And then we need some more insulated or radiant liquid piping here. Now, we're going to do that, and then we're going to do radiant all through here. Basically like this. We'll do a whole bunch of cooling here, I think. I think 3 rows is probably enough, and then we'll go back into the aqua tuner. I like that. And I'll put a thermal sensor made out of... Yeah, gold's fine. Not going to melt, hopefully. And then, of course, gold. Now we need power in here as well. So we'll use, again, we'll use gold, I think is fine. Now run it through the, I like running it through there. And then we'll put a, actually we have a transfer, I can't use that one. Yeah, we'll provision that as well. Hey, what's up, Moni? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. How are you doing tonight? Or actually, for me, it's still night for me. How are you doing? Harry says, that's why I always leave one space free between my ladder and my pole. It makes it much easier. Yeah, that's a great point, Harry. The reason I didn't have that here is because I was doing the strip mining. So when I was first digging this out, I was just going left or right. But yeah, that's absolutely a great point. It's good to have that provision in place so you don't have to mess with it. Sandwich says, I use the power pot exploit. What is that? What is the flower pot exploit? Do I have? Where's my? I only have one shine bug in here. I feel like there should be more. This guy is wild, which is fine, but like, he eats definitely. Oh, he eats gristleberry, not bristleberry. Oh, okay. All right, so that's fine. Like I can put these on harvest again. Yeah, so I mixed this up. They actually have to be made in the oven, I think, or the electric grill, right? Produced by the electric grill. Yeah. So I need to. That's fine. I can just put the critter feeder in here. Where's the critter feeder? I think these. I'm pretty sure these guys can have. Let's see, shine. Yeah. Okay. Put this guy in here, and then shine bugs. So gristleberry. Since we have quite a bit of those anyway, we'll just put it down to 200 or something. It's when you entomb a flower pot and a pip plant. Oh, okay. I didn't know the pips can. I guess it makes sense that they can plant it, the flower pot. Oh, that's gonna destroy the radiant pipes. And yeah, I didn't. I wasn't aware that was a thing. Kind of cool. I always set up shine bug farm to feed them into gristleberries to get shun bugs to prepare for spore trials. I've never used them before to that extent, Kevin. So I'm pretty excited to like actually make use of them. I kind of want just a whole bunch of them so I can have like a little radiation area. That was my end goal. And at some point I have to start taking duplicates for this thing. The payoff will be a lot better if I get this set up early. So it's just I have so many other things set up. So sun bugs. It's like not even a tongue twister, but for me it is apparently. Sun bugs. Let's see what these guys are all about. So they can they emit light of host of production more. They're coming. They contain small amounts of resin when cracked. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I didn't know they had that. They feed on mushrooms, blah blah blah. Oh, I like the pink one actually. That might be cool to get some pink, the coral. I really like the color pink, which is probably quite evident by. Oh, I like the royal bug too. Yeah, I've never. Oh, the blue one looks so cool. Oh, I gotta get the blue one. There's so many cool ones to get. 33. How is this so hot? Oh, okay. It's just because the water's too hot. And yeah, it's just I'm using very, very hot water here. It's like 64 degrees coming in here. I really should be sending this through a cooler. All in good time. All in good time. For now, you know what? For now, we're just gonna put a temp shift plate. Oops. Just do some quick cooling, and then fine. Just keep the cooling going. Make sure there's no germs down here. All right. Okay, this thing, I need power. I need water. Yeah, this can be pretty much done. I don't know why this one is radiant. So we'll rebuild that. Building melt. Okay. Ooh, that always scares me. I always forget that I literally every time I make an ice temp shift plate, I always forget that I built it, and then it scares me when that happens. So I don't know. I don't know why. Okay, bottle drainer, and then we can get this set up as well. And oh, it's not really ideal. Do something like, why can't I get that? Just do something like this. Okay, cool. We'll build that. Put some polluted water in there. I don't think I have any nectar. Probably would use nectar otherwise, but... And then I can connect this to my main base as well, which is right here. I don't think I need that. Yeah, I don't need that. So we'll just disconnect all this stuff. Oops. Meant to do that. Let's see here. William says, not planning any genetic modified to your plants. Not yet. I have way too much other things on my plate. I have this thing going on, which is pretty easy to tame. It's just taking up all my mental capacity at this point. I'm going to try to remember to not overfill this. That's another one of my main goals. Do not overfill the thing. And then I also have this. Oh, this is probably overflowing with oil. Yep. Okay, so that's okay. Just gonna turn this off. I can start digging this out. Deconstruct. Boom, boom. So it's kind of unfortunate, but at least the oil stopped right there. I'm sure we'll get a chance to use it at some point. And then I gotta clean up the base too. There's a lot of... So this is all vacuumed out now. I can get back in here, which is really, really cool. I like it when that happens. And then also, I think it's the perfect time to build some drywall. So I'm going to make this charcoal. Charcoal looks pretty sick. We'll do that. It's not hard. Just plant a words every 5 tiles. Okay. Yeah, I guess I could do that. I'd have to make some natural tiles, I think. I don't like planting words domesticated. I'm very frugal. I gotta get rid of all this too. I'm tired of having this here. Every time I see it, I'm like, why don't I just get rid of that? Yeah, I gotta move this out of the way. There's so much I gotta move. I mean, it's kind of funny because this is one of those scenarios where I have so much cooling from the outside of my asteroid that I don't need to have a hot steam vent, and I don't have to put these in there if I don't want to. Like, I'm perfectly fine just keeping them the way they are. But since I've decided to do that, I'm doing it anyway. But let's get this volcano online. It's about time we get this finished. Put this bottle emptier to max, and then we're going. We just don't want to overfill it too much. In the meantime, I guess I can start getting power to this thing, which is super easy. I just need to put a transformer somewhere. For now, because I got everything in the way, I'll put it off to the side. Okay, well, off to the side would be great if this wasn't in the way. We'll just delete that. And then we'll put it right there. Perfect. Boom, just connect it like that. And actually, we can probably get our, not that it really matters right now, but we can probably get our duplicates to start making all this out of lead again, which is, I always like to do it at some point during this time of the playthrough. Anyways, we'll get that done. We'll get some, I'm going to use ceramic here, even though it's like, doesn't really matter. Oh, oops, I ran out. Just because, well, I guess I'm not going to use ceramic. I was going to say, I don't have enough ceramic to do that, so it's fine. It's fine. And then we'll just catch this temporarily, so it's not like that the temp first. Oh yeah. Actually, that's so I like. To be honest, I like the default. It's not that bad. Now, any pro Oni player, I'm sure would use aluminum here, but we're gonna use cobalt. We're gonna use cobalt, and we're gonna have a completely blue asteroid. All right, so that's the game plan. I can never get used to your supersize me build. Everything is so big. I like it small. I love everything so big. I love it. I love everything spacious. But actually, I was William just before you came on stream. I was talking about that maybe like an hour or so ago. I was saying how a lot of the uh oh, okay, that makes sense. How a lot of people like on Reddit who post like their builds and stuff. They like everything very condensed and small, but I like everything very very large builds. So I'm like the complete opposite. It's all right though. It's whatever you like. It's like I always say, Ani is such a great game because you can play it however you like, and most of the time it'll work. So I love it. That's the best thing about Ani. It usually works as long as you're. Oh, I forgot to build my shipping here. Now shipping, I would like to use aluminum, but I don't have any natural aluminum, so I guess we're gonna use copper. No, we'll use copper. Copper's probably fine. I'm probably gonna have the shipping, all inside here as well. Probably gonna come in this way. So maybe like this, coming from here somewhere. I don't know. Just pre-plan this so I don't have to worry about that like later. And then zigzag, zigzag, and then we'll dump it out here for now. But eventually we'll send this back up to our base and feed it right to our hatches. But for now, that's what okay. Sweet, we got these guys out of the way. We gotta keep getting these out. We have a couple more. And then put this. Oh, we have lots of eggs here too. Holy smokes! The eggs gotta go. The eggs gotta go too. I wish I had the mod where I could just like move these all in one. Can I put the eggs in here? No, I can't. Yeah, whatever. We'll deal with that. I just don't want them running around and eating my ores. That's basically the main thing. I have so many critters just running around the asteroid, by the way. As long as they're not eating my berry sludge. Hey, Jaws, what's up? Jaws says love large builds. I love large builds too. Large builds are pretty cool. I'm glad that you like them, Jaws. Do you plan to evolve your hat? Yeah, actually I do. I want to make them into stone. Actually, I have a lot of stone already. Sorry, evolve, you meant like into barbecue. I thought you meant like transform them. Yes, I do plan to evolve them. We're working on the automation this whole stream, basically. I just been working on a lot of things simultaneously, which has actually been going really well compared to most multitasking streams. Like I've got this done. I've gotten the volcano progressed. I got all this. So yeah, we're going to have an evolution ranch right here. I'm thinking, because I want to have my Drecos here as well. And they're going to eventually evolve. Everything has to be kind of shifted though, so I can put my automation in. So we're going to start by moving everything over. Do I need this? Yeah, I kind of need that, don't I? How much power am I using on this? 2400, and yeah, I guess I kind of need both of these. So for now, I think we'll put these here. No, not there. Put these. Yeah, we'll put them here. Should I put them there? I don't even need this actually. Right? I can just take this out. So let's move this out of the way. Let's get rid of. I don't want the water to fall in. I don't want to mop it all up. So I'm just gonna build it in, and we'll remove it from the top. And then we can take out all this. Oh, this is not connected here anymore. All I need to do is connect it via here. All being moved slowly but surely. Put this guy in here. Do this. Do that for now. To get this done ASAP, so my things are doing good. Put these guys here. If you manage to get a golden hatch, inform me. Okay, I will. I took that as Why are my duplicates not able to do this? I will definitely let you know if I got a golden hatch. So decorating. Where's my decorating? Hassan does decorate. Maybe that's why decorating is so bad. Hassan's doing it. What's Hassan's he has master artworks. Why can't he make a good one? No, I've never had an issue with that happening. I feel like this should be easy. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, I guess we'll take the node. And I could probably assign some more skills to some of these guys, like Meep. Meep can probably also learn, like... Meep is the cook. I don't know... who's going to be my pilot? I think Nails is going to be a pilot. So let's go ahead and give Nails some astronomy researching and leave piloting open. Gossman. Gossman is already pretty... Okay, so we got Rancher Harold. Rancher Harold likes mechatronics engineering, which is really, really good. Boom, boom, boom. Doctoring, yeah, we're not going to worry about... Okay, we got Meep, who can... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who I'm going to do with... Yeah. Okay, so Higby. I like Higby. I guess we'll give him super hard digging because he's already doing that. Hassan is just, like, not a very good artist. I'm sorry, Hassan. You are terrible. Okay, I think we should have Ellie as another critter rancher, to be honest. Just because we're going to have a lot of ranching going on pretty soon. And I feel like we need another person to help out. So Ellie, we're going to make Ellie a neutral rancher. And Amari, we're going to put them down. So like we're going to do that. Okay, cool. A golden hatch, huh? Yeah, I think we can get a golden hatch. It's like getting a golden age in civilization. It's no big deal. I really want to play Civilization 6. There's one of my favorite streamers who plays Civ 6, Potato McWhiskey. Love watching that guy. He started a new Civ 6 playthrough the other day, and I really, really want to play Civ 6 all of a sudden. Just reminds me of how amazing that game was. Yeah, I guess we'll get that done. You notice they give every critter emotes. I know that they get the happy emote. Civ 6, Kevin. I'm not a fan of Civ 7. Not yet, anyway. There needs to be substantial changes made. Hey, good night. Thanks for stopping by. I'm an AI thing. I love your username and and thanks for hanging out for a while. Really appreciate it. Oh no, we got a pug hanging out with this guy in here. Have a great night, and I hope to see you again. Yeah, I need this guy back in Ace. I don't know how he got out. He must have the egg must have dropped or something, but yeah, no idea. Maybe when I was building something here or whatever, I don't know. Okay, let's get this. Oh, they can't get in here. See, yeah, 6 all the way. 6 all the way, Moni, for sure. I haven't tried it yet, but I don't plan until Game of the Year. I remember you told me about that, Kevin. It is gonna go on sale at some point, and it's gonna have all the DLCs, and that's like the best time to get it for sure. But I totally agree with you. Like, I just don't like the mechanics of how... I know they have to change it up to try to make it like different or whatever. I just don't like how it's... What changes again? Something critical changes, so it's like your progress almost doesn't matter. I forgot what that is. But anyways, they'll have to tweak it a bit before it's the way I like it, basically. Go on to OniWiki. They have gold hatch and dry hatch. I feel like this every time Civ 6 comes, Civ 7. You do, Kev. You do. I always remember the conversation. But it's all right. I love talking about Civilization. So I really want to play it at some point. I just don't have the time because of the amount of work I'm trying to put into this game, which is fine. I love this game, so I'm not like saying that in a bad way, but yeah, for sure. Let's start bringing some power over here. So at least our duplicates are keeping busy. It's the 8 transition. It's now 3 once. Okay. Oh, check the volcano loop. Oh, I forgot about it. Sorry. Oh, no, I didn't. It's still good. Sorry for yelling at the mic. I hope that the limiter worked. Thank you, Moni. I did forget, but it didn't brick. So I guess that's good. Oh, no, I was so disappointed. Okay, so let's see. I have the shipping done in here. I have the liquid piping done. I just need to keep going with the cobalt. That, perfect. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you. It will brick eventually. At least it's going for the time being. But actually, why is the aqua tuner going? Oh, because it's set very low for some reason. It's not supposed to be that low. We'll set it to 1. Okay, it's still going. I don't know. I must have stopped it exactly at the right moment. Oh, probably because I left this in there. Dry hatch is like a slickster. They eat frozen CO2 and turn it into refined carbon. So is dry hatch one of those things that are like, are they actually in the game, or are they like in the game but not available? Because I know there's, I know sometimes Clay, or in the past, for instance, Clay has put in some like resources that are just not used in current games. Is that kind of how these ones work? Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, are they mods, or are they available in the game but just not accessible because you don't have I don't have the mod, or what's the deal? What's the deal with that? I mean, that would be kind of, oh, something's overheating. Oh, because it's, yeah. I mean, that makes sense. It really shouldn't be even working. I need more water in here. Actually, that'd be an all right thing. Put some more water in, because the water is very low right now. Entombed. I don't even know what that is. Why would you tell me about? How would I ever get to there? Who cares? Something's entombed down there. Oh, wow. That's funny. I'm interested to find out, says William. Well, William, you have me intrigued. The golden hatch should be in, even if the golden hatch is not in the game, it should be. Because it sounds like something that is like you get it like, I don't know, for achieving something monumental. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got a hatch. Put this guy in here. Can't wait to get the automation done for this. We're gonna wrangle these guys. Hopefully we don't drop them. What else? Do we have any more shine bugs? Yeah, we do have more shine bugs. Wrangle this guy. Have him eating a little bit of bristleberries. And get the sun ones. Where are they? How happy is he? He's still pretty wild. I'm not really taming it to be fair, but he has 51% chance of laying a sun bug now, which is way better than before. Why in the volcano? Oh, good question, Moni. Because the volcano can sometimes make too much magma, and it can overflow. Like sometimes it doesn't. It stays magma for longer than I want it to, and it'll flow into the aqua tuner and break it. This is just a precautionary measure, so I don't have to come in here in the future. The wiki's pretty much dead and full of misinformation. Oh, the fandom wiki. Yeah, the fandom wiki. The fandom wiki always comes up in the search results before the regular wiki. So whenever I'm looking for something, I always happen to click that one first, just by the just by the fact that it comes up before anything else. Where's my reed fiber production? Dirt, fine. Polluted dirt, don't care. Sand, I don't care. Sedimentary rock. Sleetweed grain. I could probably start making more. Let's go ahead and put this on. Take the bristleberries off for now, so we can use all our bristleberries for berry sludge, because we can definitely make more berry sludge out of here. Okay, so volcano is doing good. We just need more water, essentially. Very, very hot right now. So I don't know. I don't even know. I kind of don't want my duplicants like fixing it over and over until it's going to be cool. So come on, let's go, guys. Let's get some. I guess I might as well put the temp shift plate out of ice too, because that will give me some water. It's just so slow right now with let's build that. I just don't want to keep wasting steel to do that, right? We have like micrograms of steam. So there's like two wikis. There's the fandom wiki and there's the actual wiki. And to be honest with you, William, I'm not exactly sure like who maintains them or who's the arbiter on to say like one is more up to date than the other. But I have heard from like the Discord, the Oni Discord, and like Reddit and places like that, that the real wiki is indeed the more up to date one, not the fandom wiki. But like I said, that's kind of okay. That's kind of just based off your say, I suppose. I think. Okay, cool. So I think we're probably okay. I mean, we should probably get more water on this side, but I think we're probably okay to open this up. Maybe we'll. I mean, it's gonna erupt in 5 cycles, so maybe we'll just go ahead and finish this. Let's do that. I might have to get a robo miner in here. Maybe not just yet, but maybe I will. Who knows? So we'll put this guy in here. I hope it's high enough. Actually, that's kind of concerning now. Now that I look at it, it looks really, really close. Put this guy over here. I always like it facing it. And then we'll make this out of iron. I think iron is pretty good. Pretty good way to start it. Yeah, we'll go over like whoops. Go over like this. I don't want to go over the aqua tuner. And then maybe we'll make this out of steel just because it's looks like it should be made out of steel. And then make this out of steel. Hopefully that's okay. Let's see. Well, only one way to find out. Obsidian ladder is fine. And then obsidian ladder is fine here. And then we'll get some power in here. Made out of steel. And then lead. Lead ladder. Or lead power, rather. There we go. Okay, so that's fine. Everything is running. Everything's good. Build all that stuff. And then I guess, yeah, let's open this up and let's just see what happens. We'll just kind of YOLO that. Okay, I should also put a temp shift. Or no, the thing. What's it called? This thing. The power joint plate. Thingamajig here. And then block that way off. I know it's going to be duplicants like coming in this way. Yeah, you know what? The duplicants like coming in this way. So we're going to put that here. We're going to rebuild this to go this way. And then take this out. So we can keep that open. Anyways, it's fine. It's fine. Let's see. Did they finish? No, they're doing that research right now. Okay, so things are looking pretty good now. Okay, I'll take more slicksters. I gotta keep an eye on them because they're actually, yeah, they're already hatched. So they're gonna be flying around and, well, there's no carbon dioxide here anyway, so they shouldn't be doing a whole lot of damage. Maybe I can put them down here though, so it looks like they would have a lot of fun in this area, making a whole bunch of oil. So maybe that's what we'll do for the time being. Critter drop off here. Make some oil for us. And then what else? What else is going on? How's the toilets going? The toilets are going good now. All right, so this is going good. Heating is good. Okay, we can come in here and maybe start working on this. So, metal refineries. That's kind of the first thing I should start working on. We're still working on some cobalt. I forgot about this part of my volcano tamer. This here, do that. And then actually we're not gonna have these open. I want to have the shipping chute here, and then a thermal sensor behind it at some point. But I can't do that just yet. Deconstruct that, and then we're gonna put the igneous rock here for now. Yeah, that's essentially how it's gonna go. Actually, we'll just build this full out. It's fine. And then we'll delete the ladders. Then we can build. Oh, that's actually too high. Gotta go one lower. Why did that just run out? Oh, because it's insulated. I'm gonna say that shouldn't be running out. William says, I heard Trump is planning to take over Greenland by force and Canada is next. Are you ready to become American? I'm not ready for any of it. No, I just... what do I say about that? Without making it a political podcast. Let's just say that Canadians are generally, they like to be Canadians, and when Trump says that kind of things, we will no, I don't even want to make that joke. No, but we generally like being and enjoy being Canadians. But thanks for asking, William. I really appreciate it. I know. You just find it fun. It is. I mean, all right. It's kind of funny and sad, and maybe a little bit terrifying at the same time. It's a little bit of everything. You know, like nobody. I think no matter what, we can all agree that people just want to go to work and make a good living, and you know, they want to just do their thing in their life without being bothered by by having to switch country. Trying to answer this the most non-political way possible. I know you're just being funny, but I wanted to respond. Yeah, so that's my opinion. I think I like being Canadian. I would rather stay Canadian. I hope that the people of Greenland get to make their own choice. And yeah, that's kind of what I think about that. Not a big fan of being forced to do anything. You know what I mean? I would prefer to not be forced. Okay, so now we bricked it. I don't know how it was running fine before, but now it's bricked. It's okay though, it's still running. So I'm not too concerned about it. It's just kind of weird how it was working before. No, you're welcome to ask, William. I just, you know, I want to keep the stream upbeat and positive, and I know people come and they want to get away from all the nonsense. So I don't want to turn it into that. I mean, I don't get me wrong though. I have very strong opinions, which we could talk about elsewhere. Okay, so this thing is almost done. I guess we'll continue on that. I don't know why I switched off of it. We also need this stuff, the cartographic. So I guess we'll go straight into there. That takes data banks though, so we'll wait. I don't know exactly where I want to use data banks yet, so I'm just doing all the... Yeah, I guess we'll go straight into there. Fine. That is fine. Jim says the fandom one is rife with troll entries for every game. Really? Why isn't that one... How is it that that's not moderated, but the other one is, though? Kind of weird. Like, the fandom one that people just don't care, or what? So barbecue's doing pretty good. 6,000 calories. We got some sweet corn, or sweat corn, rather. Bristleberries, swamp shards. So actually, we're not doing very good on food, because ever since we switched off the bog buckets, we've actually lost some of our stock. We do have lots of gristleberries, but we're currently feeding it to the shine bugs, so not going that great. Speaking of which, I still have yet to corral this guy. Oh, let's check how we're doing here, by the way. This thing's going to erupt in 3.5 cycles. This I'm gonna get sweeping all. This is almost done. So a lot of good things are happening. A lot of good things are happening. Let's get this done faster though. I don't think I need ceramic for all this. Sorry, whoever that was that just brought the ceramic. I would like to have ceramic, but I don't think I need to have ceramic. Let's put the ceramic on infinite, by the way. I don't know why I keep doing that. Hey, Abrexis, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there was something to make automatic rockets. So if you're talking about automation to rockets, then yeah, you can make them automated in that sense. There's a lot of inputs and outputs to a rocket platform itself. Is that what you mean? Because that's totally possible, but I'm not sure if I know exactly what you were referring to. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Jim says the fandom site is... one sec, I'm just gonna quickly, like 2 seconds, literally use the washroom. Mic back on. Did I even turn the mic off? The fandom site is apparently notorious for stealing info from other sites, like whole articles. So there's a lot of them. The number of people on Reddit that have taken it upon themselves to troll the owners by making fake entries. I'm not saying that's morally right or wrong or whatever, but that's why a lot of people suggest avoiding. I got you, Jim. All right. Yeah, not too. I heard of that before. I just wasn't very understanding of what was going on. Like, make them travel alone. There's also a remote pilot module, so you don't need a pilot on the ship. That's the one that I guess Ibrex is talking about, but you need databanks to make it work. Says Jim, and William agrees. The rocket expanded mod is an alternative, but I haven't used it to automate rockets. I haven't used the autopilot either, so I'm a little bit of a rocket noob, let's say. Although I make a hell of a rocket interior, I must say. Okay, so this is... Yeah, I'm just going to use ceramic. It'll look cooler that way. And then this is perfect, basically. Perfect. All right, so this is... Probably have to double layer this at some point, I think. I don't know. It's not going to have very much temperature transfer, but it just looks scary. Yeah, William says you lost your rocket virginity a long time ago. That doesn't mean I'm still proficient. My mic on? Yeah, I couldn't hear myself. Let's see. Jim says, I've only ever seen other people use the remote in streams. I've never used it myself, but I also tend to play a lot with more dupes than most people, so I can spare the dupes. Well, maybe we'll try. Maybe we'll try it this time. We'll see if we can afford time. Actually, like, again, I'm just pretty happy with, in general, with the progress of. I should build another car there. It looks off. I've been pretty pleased so far with how things are. I mean, the automation's still not done for this, but oh no, we get a little Drake, whatever guy running around. Let's do this. Yeah, I guess we do have to run this through here, which is gonna be unavoidable for the time being. We'll get this door open. We'll put this guy here. I really don't want to do that. Put a conductive bridge here. And then for the time being, yeah, we'll just run this through that. And then keep going with this. This just has to connect to here. And then that's that one. And then this one has to connect to here. And there. We'll get that done pretty quick, I think. Put that on 9 priority or whatever. I don't know why I didn't click 9 there. I thought I clicked 9. Yeah, we'll take the snazzy suit. Let's see. Give that to Big B. Whoa, lots of messages. Sorry, guys. Let me just go back here. Kevin says, okay, I already read that one. Abrek says, sounds interesting. I used it in the past, the rocketry spin, but hearing these vanilla options is interesting, but expensive. We can hear you. Your mic is good. I just wasn't hearing myself, so I was a little bit thrown off. Not using carpeted tile for extra buff. I suppose I could, but I think it takes reed fiber, right? If I remember correctly. So I mean, I have 71 units. I can afford it. I probably could use it in certain areas. I do like the run speed that you get from regular tiles, 25%, and I think ceramic or carpeted gives you minus 25. I mean, I do need to upgrade decor. I don't see. Look, you guys made one good statue. What's wrong with you? Why can't you do more good statues? I'm tired of these half-assed statues. Just to complete the info, the remote pilot, the remote controller work dock. How far away is that? Remote. The remote controller. Oh, it's way down here. Okay, so it's pretty much next on the list for me. As soon as I start using data banks. How much more? 1.5? Okay, this is going to be interesting. We'll see if this works. If anything, I think maybe I need more water. But, we'll see. Take this out of here. Actually, we can probably sweep all this up. We're not going to... That's probably beneficial. Probably mop this up. We'll open up this area too, and duplicants don't have to travel in and out so much. Go like that, basically. And then go like this. Okay, cool. Looking good, I think. We're all looking good. This thing can go now. I don't need that anymore. Not sure why I have this there, but it's working okay, so whatever. Okay. I guess I can start in this. Aqua tuner. See how these are doing. Oh, no. I wanted to do something else before I started that. That's right. Go back up here. Make some more cobalt. Make some more iron because I'm pretty sure I'm missing the iron for that. So make 50 more. And then what else? There was something else that I wanted to extend a duplicant here. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this for a long time because I wanted to kind of see, like, just get on this asteroid, reveal the immediate surrounding, and then come back. And so let's send the digger there. We're gonna save just in case I get them stuck. I don't want to. Very, very, very unfortunate if I lost someone due to my negligence. Inspect. All right, sweet. Okay, so let's get someone in here. Send them over, and then we'll see what this asteroid is all about, the second one. I use wooden tiles in bedrooms. Good run speed. Oh, that's right, the wooden tiles. I do have fluxes to do that. Here we go. Let's go. Sweet. All right. Let's start digging out, see what we got. Unfortunately, we're in water right away, so maybe we'll go this way and see what's up. Just kind of reveal the starting portion of it. Actually, let's do like some steps on here if I can. Got some shine bugs. See what we got going on here. Nice, we got a crashed satellite. So that should be lots of radiation. Okay, and then we'll go this way. This way we need... What's this? Okay, and not the best. But at least we got oxygen if we need it. Make some... Which way do I want to go? I guess I want to get to this eventually. That would be really nice to deliver... Start delivering stuff here. So let's go through here. Yeah, we'll just... I guess we'll go a little bit lower. See how much we can dig out before our duplicate gets all sad. I have DLC, so no problem for me, but I got a point. It's not totally vanilla. If you put it under the beds on the second to the left, it's just that tile. The dupe will get pickled toasties buff all night. Okay, that's a good good strategy. Under the bed, yeah. I'll write that. I'll do that actually. Maybe it would be a good idea just to put carpets in the bedrooms, because the bedrooms are not really spending a lot of time running. Like they're either going there to sleep or just like leaving entirely, right? Just when they're done from nap. So I don't feel like it's a very big detriment to have them in the bedrooms, but the wooden tiles, like in general, I think would be really, really good. We'll gotta dig this out. No, he's not gonna be able to make it. Hey, Sartrucka, how you doing? Is there any case in which you completely abandon the initial asteroid? I've never done that. I like the initial asteroid. Usually the initial, like if you're playing on classic spaced out like I am, the initial asteroid has plenty of resources to keep you going for your entire game. I don't think you ever need to abandon. Oh, nice, a cool slush geyser. That's a huge find. Now, that being said, I'm not really much of a like spaced out player. I like to play vanilla. I just play on spaced out because I think people like it more, and also the fact that you know, like it is like the most popular game mode, right? So obviously I want to be playing. Oh, full bladder. Oh no. Let's get back. I forgot there's no bathroom here. So Bert, let's go. Yes, I'm gonna get you to the toilet. But thank you for coming to the stream. How are you? But no, I've never abandoned. Hey, Trey Von Peterson. I hope I said that correctly. I love your videos. You have been the ultimate help in getting me more comfortable with playing Oni. Your help has been insurmountable. It is truly a gem of a game. Play is the best, and so are you. Thank you so much. That is one of the nicest comments I've gotten. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you're enjoying the videos, and I'm glad that you stopped by to tell me that. I really, really appreciate all your support and watching and your comment. And I'm glad that I've been able to be... Oh, no. That's made out of copper. Oh, no. I completely lost track of what I was doing, and I didn't see that this was going to be an issue. All right, so what I forgot here is I forgot to put a conveyor shut off in here to stop that from happening. So You came at the right time, Trayvon. Here's another thing that you can learn is don't forget your conveyor shut off. Otherwise, you're sending 1100-degree metals through your cooling. I'm obviously not gonna try to recover. That's not gonna go too well. I might as well just reload that one. But thank you so much for that nice comment. And Clay is the best. You are right. Jim says, cool. I wanted the DLC. I appreciate that. Send a bio dupe. They can survive without air for days. That's true. I should print one. I have the resources now. Actually, that's a great point, William. I have the resources now to charge the bio dupes. So I have no excuse not to send bio dupes. But we have a problem. The problem is that I'm about to melt everything in my main base. So let's get Digger Bert back in here. And let's see if we can save this from happening. All I really have to do is not turn on the auto sweeper. Just basically disconnect that and rebuild this out of steel. Change this to steel, like ASAP, and then disconnect the auto sweeper from working for the time being because I don't have the conveyor shut off in here. I'm not gonna get there's no way I'm gonna get a chance to build it anyways. So this is gonna erupt right away. So let's just get this done. The repair. Oh, I have to order rebuild, right? And then that will be fine. But yes, the bio dupes. Thank you, William. That's a great idea. So power. Let's get the power to eco batteries. Power bank charger. Now, I guess where would I put this for the time being? I guess I would put it here. Here is fine for now. Make this out of gold, I guess. We're gonna be moving these around a lot, so I don't want to. Yeah, we'll put it here because I have power here already. So we'll do that. Conveyor loader. All right, is this out of steel now? Yes, it is. Perfect. So this should be okay. I hope. I think I need more water. I don't think the water's enough. The water should be okay to just... Let's build this out of obsidian. Also, I finally caught a live, been trying to, but haven't been able to catch it until now. Well, I'm glad that you could stop by. I do stream on awkward times. I do that because I work during the day. So unfortunately, I'm not able to do this as much as I would like to. But, you know, that's okay. I still have fun doing it for the time that I do. So I appreciate you stopping by live, and you caught me at the right time. We got to see a little bit of an issue there. That's my biggest pro tip in Ani, by the way, is just like, honestly, if you have something like that happen, I just find it better to just reload the last cycle. Subscribe for more tips. That was part of my last video, actually. I also like putting carpet under the doors in high traffic areas, under the active tile on buildings where dupes stand for long periods. That's a good point too. Like where they stand, like if they're working at like a metal refinery or something, I suppose you don't really need to worry about having a higher thing there. Yeah, here we go. Let's see how this does. Okay, so things are doing good. We got lots of power here from the steam turbines. Obviously, I'm just going to be running these at full capacity, so I'm not going to be too worried about keeping the magma. Although, I probably want to keep the magma at some point because for a petroleum boiler. So if there's another volcano, I might repurpose this volcano if there's not another volcano. I'm not sure. I can't remember if there's another one or not. I was planning to start a new game in the Frozen Lab, but it seems quite fun. It seems quite fun because of the void in the middle asteroid. Oh, something's overheating. This thing. Not enough steam, I don't think. Yeah, way... Holy smokes, only 22 kilograms of steam. Yeah, we gotta get more water in here ASAP. Steam is very, very low right now. I'm fine, thank you. I've always watched your streams, but after they ended, not on my TV. Awesome. I'm glad that you catch the streams. I'm going a little bit later tonight because I don't have work tomorrow. So at least, that's always a positive. Oh, yeah, we don't have enough steam in here, I don't think. Only 20. I really messed up on not putting enough steam, but that's okay. They're not. It's fine. It's fine. We'll see. It's fine. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Well, the duplicants got this figured out. If I have to rebuild this, that's fine. Not ideal. Not, what is the Chernobyl quote? Not great, not terrible. It's only a little bit of steel. Oof, that hurts. Yeah, it hurts. It hurts, but you know what? It's all fun. So there are two more minor. Oh, nice. There are two more minor ones. Okay, sick. The one near the bottom and the near the left. Okay, sick. So I'm definitely gonna. If they're near the bottom, that definitely helps out with the petroleum boiler situation. Maybe I can do a petroleum boiler and a sour gas boiler on the other. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, but whatever. We'll just let that one do its thing. And what's my steam? 58. So we're slowly getting up there. 58 and 70. And yeah, we'll let this run for a bit. At least this is the best volcano, I think, for feeding hatches because it's so nearby. It's so close nearby. I wish it was a regular volcano, but that's okay. You can't ask for everything. This is almost done. It's only been like, I don't know, 10 hours since this has happened. So that's cool. Things are going good. Let's delete these two. Get some more capacity. I mean, I can't believe this is finally all pumped out. About time. Start digging here and expanding things. This is still being worked on, I believe. Yeah, so I think I don't know if I got cut off mid-sentence because I got distracted or something, but yeah, I'm going a little bit later tonight because I don't have work, so it's currently 12:30 a.m. and where I am. I'm probably going to go for another half hour or so, probably until 1 a.m., so probably another half an hour for anyone who's on a different time zone. And then we'll come back again on Sunday. I know Saturday's my usual streaming schedule, but I really like doing it on Sunday last weekend, so I think we're going to do that as well. Let's go for 2 a.m. You know what? I'm still feeling really good, so I might go a little bit more. But I want to go at least. Oh, okay. Bionic dupe time. All right. Do I take bionic dupes? No, I'm gonna take bionic dupes next time. I want to get the infrastructure set up. I'm way too clumsy to rely on myself. Look, I got oil over it. My duplicates are probably falling all over the place. So I forgot to put the slicksters down here. So oh, we got a molten slickster somewhere? I better take... This is... yeah, we still need some more. Probably 9 is fine at this point. I just gotta make sure I don't overpressurize it. Because then my thing won't work. Okay, so we can probably just go like this. Wrangle this guy. Wrangle this guy. Wrangle that guy. Wrangle that guy. Take them all down to the basement. Gotta wrangle that guy. I think we got them all. We got a lot of critters, and my game surprisingly is still running well. I'm gonna go AFK for now. Thank you, William, for stopping by. And if I don't see you by the end of the stream, then I hope you have a great rest of your Saturday and Sunday. We'll see you later. If I play the Frozen Lab, the meteor appears too. I think you can make the like. Oh wait, why am I out of power here? Oh, because it's not connected. The Frozen Lab. I don't think the meteor appears in the Frozen Lab. Maybe somebody else can say whether they've played or not before. I haven't played the Frozen Lab, so not this series. Says Jim. The meteor only hits on Relica or the Relica. Yeah, the crude is coming from the slicksters, unfortunately. It's because I forgot to move them out of the way. Come on, guys. Like, this shouldn't take that long. Let's get in there and get that done. Why don't we? It's taking forever. Oh no, this is not good. That's okay. It's not doing anything. Oops. Sorry about that. Just hit the mic. By the way, this can be loaded back onto here. I don't see a reason why I'm still pumping this out. So let's just drain everything out and then, yeah, then we're all good here. As far as research goes, yeah, we're still working on that. We're still waiting for more rad bolts. I think we're out of radiation for now, so that's fine. Not too concerned about that. We have 85 grams now, kilograms. 100 and so we're aiming for about 120. So that's kind of what the deal is for there. And then once this is dormant and once it's dormant and a lot cooler, we'll go back in here and we'll basically like 20. Yeah, it's gonna be next stream. We'll basically add a sensor. Or we could just do it now, I guess. There's a mod that adds the Millier as a storage tray. That's a cool. Yeah, that would be a cool one. That's my first gen of the night, so we're doing pretty good. If that's my first one. I don't know. Seems risky. I play with mods, but a story trait, I don't know. We'll corrupt a save or update or something. Well, I think if you start on a new asteroid, I think you should be fine. Like, I wouldn't be adding a story trait to a current playthrough. I think that's like the recipe for disaster. But if you were just adding it and starting a new playthrough, I think you'd be fine. That's not obviously that's not from personal experience. I'm just guessing. Okay, so everything is going good. We have almost actually we have 140 here, so I'm gonna disable this for now. And let's see if it works until the next eruption. I can always add more, but at least I don't want the duplicates going in and out if they don't have to, because this is gonna get very hot very quickly. Okay, and then also maybe for now I'll try without it. Maybe in the future I'll use that mod. Yeah, I don't think you should have too many issues. But if you, I would start a new asteroid for sure. Okay, so now we gotta make eco power banks as well. So that's using the crafting station, right? I don't have any of this stuff set up. So let's set some of this stuff up. Crafting, deconstruct all this. I think that's the crafting station. I can't remember. Regardless, I'll build all the gunk stations and all that stuff and get all that set up for our biodubes. I want to get this space. I want to start doing bunker doors as well. I should probably maybe work on that. Just get a little higher and I don't. Oh, because they. Oh, this is why they can't get out. I see. Okay, second yawn in 5 minutes. All right, so maybe 2 o'clock is out of the question. We'll see. But anyways, lots of good progress, I think. I mean, I know I played pretty slow in general, but I think it's going pretty good. Okay, so this is set up. Perfect. So we can start deleting some of this stuff. I don't need any of this, actually. Get rid of all that. Why is this red? Of course, this will need to be rebuilt with the regular granite tiles. So we'll just go ahead. I hope there's no water in here. We're going to deconstruct these. We're going to break the farms just for a minute. Nothing that I'm really worried about destroying, so it's fine. And then we'll keep going. I like the granite tiles, how they look. I like the gray. Looks cool. Deconstruct this. Everything looks good. Okay, start making some eco power bank. Yeah, this is not the one. So the eco power bank is the. Don't tell me. Is it the soldering? Which one is the eco power bank? Okay, I'm gonna look it up. Made on the soldering station. Okay. Figured. I played it. Let's see. Abrek says I played it for the achievement, but just for that, I didn't do too much there. However, the first last. Yeah, I played the Relica for the achievement as well. I got both of them for. I got all 3 achievements on the Relica. I definitely enjoy like the vanilla experience more. One of the problems one of the things that made the Relica slightly less enjoyable is that I let the Demolier hit just so I could get the achievement for playing 200 cycles after it hit. And I think I would have liked it a lot more if I just went back and destroyed it and then had the what's it called? Had the resources nearby in space that I could get to. But it's okay. I mean, there's always time to do it again. But I did really like this asteroid that Jim showed me, so I was very, very keen on playing it. This is already too hot, huh? Well, let's put a couple radiants in there. Okay, and then this, we can pretty much just run it right through here. I don't think we need to have it like where it is currently. Buildings. Take that out. This has to be done quickly because yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so we'll take this out. This is just for this thing anyway, so it's not that big of an issue. Lots of hatches now, so we should really start focusing on. Actually, how many berry sludge do we have? We have lots of over 1 million calories of berry sludge. Gristleberries we have quite a lot of, so we can start doing gristleberries once again. That'll help us with the shine bugs as well. Actually, where is the shine bug? I have one more. Let's see, what else? Snack, I had the swamp heart, sweat corn, snack food. Yeah, so I'm kind of... Barbecue's not that big either. It's only 2,000. I'm kind of low on food. I'm not using berry sludge for food. I'm saving that for space travel. That's something that I have to focus on as well. Okay, but anyways, regardless of all that, this is finally ready to build some automation here, which is really exciting. Let's just put these plugs over here. Okay, and then let's start building the rooms for this automation. This is very inconvenient where this power wire runs, by the way. That's okay though. We'll deal with it for now. I should just have one spine going up and down there and whatever. It'll actually help us kind of because we have to have egg incubators in here. Okay, so what I want to do with my automation is, this is kind of the whole grand plan with automation. I want to take all the resources out of here that's being produced, and I want to... Now, I don't have to filter it right away, but like it would take more automation to filter it immediately. What I would rather do is send everything into a chamber here, and then this chamber would have an incubator and some automation. The automation would check if I have to put another hatch back in this room, which I have 8 right now, or it should be 8 out of 8. And if it's below 8 out of 8, I want the automation to drop an egg in this incubator and run it into the incubator so I can refill this population as quickly as I can. Otherwise, I still want to have 1 egg in this room regardless, because I want to have that hatch ready to go. So when this does, in fact, lose a hatch due to old age, my duplicants can bring them in here. I just wanted to do it faster with the incubator if they're very, very low and there's not a hatch already available. Everything else, like all the coal and all the other extra eggs, I wanted to send through. And then I'm going to have another sorting area where I would check for some of the resources that these guys are producing. So it's mostly going to be coal in this case. I would check for the coal, and I would put that probably I don't know, probably where my kiln is. So right now it's here. It's not going to be there forever. Probably going to be somewhere in here at some whatever, right? So, and then all the rest of the eggs that are coming out of here, because remember there's going to be a lot of eggs coming through here, they would go into an evolution chamber. That's kind of the automation that I'm planning. Pretty much the same thing as I did for Super Duper Dreamland. It's pretty basic. I think that's pretty much what everyone does, but I just wanted to explain just in case anyone was interested or unfamiliar or whatever the case. Only problem is, like I said, this power wire is kind of in my way. It's okay though. We can provision that after. And then I think it's really cool to have, like, for each chamber to have one of these rooms above it. I think it looks really cool symmetrically. So I like to do that, and that's what we're gonna do. Meanwhile, while my duplicates are sort of just hanging out, oh, let's make some. Actually, let's get this done as well. I want to get my eco power banks. While my duplicates are hanging out, maybe we can put some drywall in here. What drywall should I do for this? Maybe patches. I don't know. Maybe the mush bar print out of granite. And that would look cool. Something like that. Okay, and then now I hope that looks cool. See? We'll see, I suppose. Oh, this guy's stuck. Let's put him in here. Okay, automation time. Or sorry, conveyor rail time. Let's send it straight through here. Let's send it through this way, actually. And then we'll do a check. I think it makes sense to do all the checks at the top. So we'll do something like this. Oh, I need the element sensor. I need the data thing for this. Right, I need data. That's the one I was holding off on, right? It was this one. Conveyor rail elements. Okay, well, let's get the research station, the virtual planetarium. Because I need data banks for that. Where can we put that? That fits. Let's just put it here. Okay, first time using the... Oh, from the printerceptor, yeah, I suppose. Oh, sorry, I read that in my head. So, Jim says... Ethan, you should be able to get arbor trees from the printing pod and now pips if you want to start farming wood or from the printerceptor. Yes, and also on my second destroyed here, so that I can get arbor trees from here. I can bring them back. Just have to probably get that online or something. I wish my duplicates had pockets. Just put the seeds inside. That would be cool. Can I put them in here? I'm pretty sure I can, right? I feel like I should be able to put them in there. If not, I'll have to launch them from a rocket. But yeah, maybe the printerceptor is the way to go. I suppose that could be a thing. Okay, bionic dupes. I want to take a bionic dupe, but let's make some eco power banks first. Put that on 9 difficulty. Oh, sorry, I missed the message as well. No, I didn't. You can get it from this. It's the one with the conveyor loader. No, you can put them in the conveyor loader. It just needs manual. Okay, I gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I thought you should be able to. I'm pretty sure I did that on the other asteroid. But yeah, I should activate these. I don't know why I've been waiting for so long. The receiver's here. Let's get some duplicates in here to do that. And then we get some more data banks out of it anyway. How's this doing? This is doing okay. I guess I can come in here and fix this. Everything's doing okay now. 96, 96. Yeah. We'll go ahead and repair that. Yeah, we'll get this guy activated, and then we'll just throw it in. But I should have gotten bionic duplicates already a while ago. I just been putting it off. That's how I roll. The gunk extractor. Wait, isn't there what's the I'm just blanking out now. What's the thing that makes the lubrication station? Lubrication station. That's what I need. I have to build like a bathroom just for these guys. Make a lubrication station and a gunk extractor thing. I guess for now. I suppose for now I can just put it here and put it into a bin. And then deal with it after. Well, just like everything else, we'll just deal with it later. We'll go in here and then Actually, I should move this closer. Come to think of it. Because I can put the lubrication station maybe next to it. But that needs oil, right? So maybe we better put it at the bottom for now. Then I can build a permanent station later on. What does this take, by the way? This takes liquid intake pipe and an effect. Okay, so I can pretty much just put it here, just for the time being, and then that'll help me get some oil. Maybe even here. Yeah, this would probably be even better. Just put it somewhere where it's a little bit more convenient to load the lubricant in for the time being. Gear oil, which is produced from crude oil and phyto oil. Okay. I know, we'll just put it here. And then we'll build the... How do you make gear oil again? Produced by... That's the crude oil, applications, petroleum... You know, I'm getting tired when I start to forget how to put stuff down. Let me go back because it's I messed a whole bunch of stuff. I always use the attached planet relatively early compared to you. Well, you know what's funny? I think I used it sooner than the last one, so I'm getting better. Let me just pick someone else. I mean, I don't like. Yeah, let me just pick someone else for now, just so I can get rid of that screen. And put a conveyor loader top priority 8 and some storage at limited capacity on that planet. I should really be doing that. Like at 500 kilograms, priority 9 for lead, and the rest is sent to main planet. And diamonds set to 200 kilograms, for example. And they can get their oil changed while in the suit. Okay. You can get their oil changed. You can put them out near the base in the old biome if you want. That's a good idea too. The oil biome would be all right. Let me delete that then. Well, they're already building it. I might as well let them finish. Star Legend God. Hey, what's up, Star Legend God? Thanks for joining on Twitch. They say, hey, quick, does it make a difference if I connect multiple batteries together? So, yes, it does, but no, it doesn't. So, multiple batteries just means that you're able to fill up more batteries. Like, and it works really good if you have your power generation coming from plugs like I do. So these plugs at night, they'll charge all these batteries for me. But if you're just having like one source of power like hydrogen or let's say natural gas, like here, then as long as you have one battery per source that is controlling that source with automation, then you only need the one battery. All right. So I know this is like, I know some people like to build 2 batteries. And that's helpful if you can build 2 batteries here if hydrogen is literally your only source, because then you might have very large power spikes, which you might want to accommodate for. But if you have hydrogen, that can be on its own battery. If you have natural gas, that can be on its own battery. If you have petroleum, that can be on its own battery. And then all those batteries will work together once you have very large power spikes. But you can see like these guys are producing some power for me when they're sleeping on the roof here, like the bats or whatever. Unfortunately, they're very cramped, so they can't all sleep at this time. So I had all these batteries here just so they could fill them up at night, but now they're kind of redundant because I'm making so much power elsewhere. Kevin says solar panels are also a type of power that can benefit from more battery. Okay, that's a good point too, Kevin, because solar panels, at nighttime, there's no solar energy, obviously, from the sun. So, yeah, so more batteries are... Exactly. In those type of situations, more battery is good. So, I should probably turn these up a little bit now, just because I'm no longer relying as much on the plugs as I used to. Especially these guys. They should just be pretty much running at all times. But yeah, like my base is still relatively reliant on the plugs. So it's probably a good idea that I have multiple batteries, because you can see how low this is getting. Just these are running at full capacity, basically. But yeah, in a base where you, especially when you have petroleum, you definitely can just use the petroleum and multiple sources, and you'll be fine. One of my issues actually is that I'm not using petroleum because I don't have a petroleum boiler. So I should probably work on that. And this is awesome. Still no water in my oil biome. So that's really, really good. Pretty happy about that. All warm coats in here. Wow, not a single regular coat. So unfortunate. Okay, so before, just in case I forget, because I am getting pretty sleepy. I'm gonna still hang out for another 15 minutes at least. But just in case I forget, let's go ahead and do some blueprints. Okay, we got the striped muck socks. Pretty, yeah. Green pestle green, rather. And high-vis pants. Okay, that's cool. So duplicants can be seen better, so they don't get hit by the sweepy dock. That's all right. So yeah, they ended up building the lubrication station here. Whatever, it's fine. At least we got that stuff ready. Data banks, no resources. Okay, well that's not true. We have a bunch in here. Let's put in 150. I don't know. How much do we need? Put in 130. Then we should have 33 at least. How many do we need for this research? 30. Okay. Anyways, I need that done so I can continue. I don't even remember what I was going to continue, but anyways. So I hope that answers your question, Star Legend God. It's kind of like depends on your scenario type of question. Yes and no. But Kevin made a good point. Solar panels definitely benefit. Jim says, I'm a battery whore. I keep an entire rocket stack and a bunch of batteries in my industrial sauna. High-vis pants are very high-vis, says Jim. When you have a power line backbone, a lot of smart batteries can store temporary excess of power. Isn't it like 5 points of research per bank? I'm not sure how much. But we got it done. That's the main thing. But yeah, it's kind of like the guys in the chat have a really good answers as well. William, Kevin, and Jim are all correct as well. So don't just listen to me, Star God. Listen to them as well. There's lots of good points from all around. Just depends on your playthrough. Like in my Super Duper Dreamland, I only had like maybe 5 batteries for my entire playthrough. But I'm pretty basic when it comes to. I like to have very basic setups. The rocket battery is actually a really good idea. I might utilize that one. Star Legend says. Also another question: if I live in Terra, should I even bother insulating? Yes, absolutely. Insulating the base will mean that you don't have to spend as much cooling to keep everything chilled. Because Terra has a lot of hot biomes around you. Like you'll be digging into places like this a lot. So if your food, or like for instance, my food is temperature sensitive, so I want to make sure that it doesn't overheat, because if it does, then I don't have food. And then you have to deal with it, which I've already had to deal with many times. So, yeah, absolutely. If you are running a power sensitive base, then yes, you should worry about that. If you're running like all bio duplicants, then I suppose you don't really need that, right? Because what would be the point? You don't need food. And maybe you can have a lot higher. Hey, thanks for the follow on Twitch, private. Let me check my thing here. Private Dawes. And thank you for your subscription on YouTube. Hell yeah. Thank you. That's awesome. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for saying hello and appreciate your support. That is so cool. Thank you. Jim says insulating the base is a double-edged sword. Make sure you don't trap really hot. That's a good point. Yeah, you gotta keep an eye on that. Star Legend says I'm on cycle 230 and haven't started to insulate my base yet. Got self-cooling loop. There you go. So the self-cooling loop is doing more work if you're not insulated, right? Because, like, for instance, let's take a look at this example. This is like a reverse example, but just imagine that this was your base and you're trying to keep it hot, right? And like for whatever reason you want it to be 130 degrees. If this door wasn't here to insulate it, then this temperature would be exchanging with the colder temperature on the outside. So it would constantly be getting cooled by the exterior since it's not insulated. But because it is insulated, all the heat is being kept in here. So the same thing applies to cooling. If you're trying to keep this very, very cold, or like at least a moderate temperature, then your system doesn't have to work as hard if everything is insulated. Otherwise, you're constantly fighting against the outer elements. Does that kind of make sense there? What's your favorite power gen? Early, mid game. Okay, so early. It's if I find a natural gas geyser, 100%. That's my favorite. I find it to be the easiest one to tame. And I talked about it at the beginning of the VOD as well, but I'll just kind of briefly go over it. If you like this produces natural gas at 150 degrees, but if you just keep the surrounding atmosphere inside pressurized, when the natural gas is expelled or like erupted out of here, it'll exchange temperature with the more ambient natural gas that's already a lot cooler. Especially if you're next to a cold biome like I am, you don't even have to insulate it. You can leave a little bit open that's uninsulated, in fact with sedimentary rock, and that will help exchange some cooling into here. Like a cooling loop, like Javilian says a cooling loop will carry you. I'm using a cooling loop in this base. But if you have a well-insulated base and if you have all your power producers outside of that base, all you need to cool is your Hydra. That's it. If you cool the Hydra, the oxygen in your Hydra, like I am here, I could cool it a little bit more, but I'm not. Because I had to actually warm my base up to make it work. It was very, very cold. Then, as long as you cool your oxygen and you don't have any major power producers inside your base, because power obviously means heat, then you can pretty much get away with just cooling your oxygen, and you'll be completely fine. Or not just that, but cool your oxygen and whatever else you're bringing into your base, like all your metals, all your resources, and of course your water. Your water tank will provide a ton of cooling for your base. So there's a lot that you can do that doesn't involve doing a cooling loop like this. I'm doing a cooling loop just because my water is very, very hot and I need to fix that. But I've been too lazy to do so. So I'm suffering the consequences of it because of that. But yeah, these things are just draining my power like mad. Like these things are working overtime. I have to build more of them. Luckily, it's so cold in here. I don't even think it's like I'm not even stressed about putting anything in the steam industrial brick. It's just so cold that these things I think are just gonna run nonstop anyways. So it's just doing great so far. Abrex says, I was insulated by my base, but I make sure I just make that for the place where the dupes. Yes, exactly. Depends where you build, says William. Star Legend says, but if my bishop, what if my initial base I installed is too small, then you can always expand it, right? You don't have to, like, don't restrict yourself to keeping your base small just because it's early on and you feel like it's a waste of time to rebuild. Rebuilding stuff in Ani is like unfortunately everyone has to do it at some point. So I wouldn't stress too much about that. I'm actually gonna run this through here now that I think of it. Like, here I am thinking about what am I gonna do with this. I was supposed to be building the automation, but I got so distracted by just things happening in the base that I totally forgot about doing it. So here we go. Let's finally build the automation for this. Just run it through here. Doesn't matter. It's fine. I'll fix this later as well. I'm just getting it out of the way for now. I need to get this out of the way. Need to tap off here and then go like that. All right, cool. So then I can get rid of everything here and I can build the automation. Oh, this pug is going to eat all my stuff. I don't know where the eggs keep coming from, but I got to get rid of that. Okay, and then automation, right. I was working on this. Actually, did I? Yeah, I see. Oh, no. Okay, everything's still going there. Okay, cool. I thought I messed it up and I forgot about it. But no, it's still good. Right, I was waiting for the thing to unlock. So now I have the conveyor shut off. So I want to check for a couple different things in here. I got to put some critter sensors in here. Critter sensors. Probably have more than one critter sensor, but for now I'll just put the one. And I'll maybe just relocate it at some point. These guys here. And then I want to check for... Oh, let's do pink. Pink is cool. So this is going to go here. This one's going to go here. Not on that, though. I don't... What's this connected? What is this even doing? Oh, this is just taking... I don't even know what this is doing. This is like from a long time ago. Deconstruct that. I'm sorry, I missed a couple things here. What temp do you recommend your base being? I have a few hundred hours in Ani, but I never bothered to figure that out. I usually keep it around 20 to 30 is fine. Yeah, like William said, 20 to 30 is fine. I keep it inside between 20 to 25 as close as I can get most of it, because that's mostly I like using Buddy Buzz and Thimble reads, and yeah, exactly. So the dupes are fine, like William said. William is correct. The dupes can pretty much live up to, I think, like 60 degrees before they start to get sweaty. What's their optimal temperature here? I actually don't know off the top of my head, but I think they can go up to like 60 degrees before they start getting uncomfortable, and then it starts to be a huge problem. Hold on here, I got more of these guys to wrangle. I don't know where the other one is. My base is currently 0 to -5. I'm trying a cold and it's hell. Private Dawes says. It's funny, one of the other viewers I had, he called, or he or she called their asteroid Cold Hell. They were also playing a similar style. I remember. That's a Wacko. Wacko, if you're watching the VOD, hope you're having a great time at work and school. But yeah, that was the Cold Hell asteroid. Dupes are fine up to like 70, says Jim. Yeah, I was thinking it was something like that. It was 60 or 70 or 80. That's what I would have guessed. Assuming you have a water cooler. Yeah, water cooler gives... Yeah, if you look at the water cooler here, I think I took mine out actually. But the water cooler gives a buff for resistance of... a little bit of heat resistance. So it says... where does it say? Actually, I don't see where it says. I guess you duplicants have to get the thing before they can have an opinion on that. But anyways, It was -30 earlier. I opened the volcano and let the magma drain. It evolved 6 dupes, but I warmed it. Well, at least you have lots of tombstones, I suppose. Some tasteful memorials. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna. Oh, I'm gonna play for another 10 minutes, but I think I'm gonna go because I am getting a little bit sleepy. So well, so we'll just kind of wrap up just what we're doing here, which is basically setting up the automation of, or moving the power to set up the automation later. Is basically what I'm doing. And then I'll be back on Sunday, probably maybe at 7 or 8, and I want to play for another 2 or 3 hours on Sunday. And a new video should be out by then. I know I said that last weekend too. Just been insanely busy. So by that time, I really hope that I can get the new video. And then I want to start a new series on the channel as well. So I really need to get this video out so I can start a new project, because I have some fun video ideas, and this one's just taking a long time. Sacrifices had to be must be made. Oh, you're a Factorio player. Factorio is such an awesome game. I played the demo, but I just can't get myself into it because I know I'm gonna spend too much time on it. Jim says, I'm going to head out for the night. Thanks for the stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, hey, hell yeah, guys. Appreciate that, Jim. Appreciate the plug there. And have yourself a great night. And I will be back Sunday if you'd like to join, probably 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, so good night. Good night, Ethan, says William. So I think William is leaving as well. Thank you again, William, for coming by. And yeah, we're gonna call it a stream here, everyone. I think it's a good. I hope to see you Sunday. I will be here Sunday, Jim. I will be here. So yeah, I think we're gonna call it a night. I think it's a good time to stop. So yeah, I'll be back Sunday at about 7 p.m. Eastern. I think we'll start a little bit earlier. That'll be a good time to pick it back up. I might finish this moving this stuff off stream just so you guys don't have to watch that part. But I just want to thank everyone. Like, today was such an awesome, fun streaming day. Like, so many people showed up. It was a great time. Thank you. I think it was Phil earlier who sent the kicks in, or it's not the kicks. I don't even stream on Kick anymore. It was the bits. So appreciate that. At the beginning of the stream, I'm super grateful for all of the viewers, all the chatters, all the lurkers, just everyone being here. Really appreciate all the support. Thanks for watching the videos. Thanks for supporting the channel, and means so much to me. And yeah, it's always such a great turnout on Friday nights. I love streaming Friday nights. It's such a great time, and I think we got a lot done today. As much as I as much as I had plans to get this more done, it's just the asteroid is just so cold that I didn't really feel like it's necessary to start moving stuff over. But at least it's ready. It's ready for rockets. It's ready for steam, and we'll worry about that in a bit. But yeah, I'm gonna. So please, if you guys enjoyed the stream, please like and subscribe. If you're not subscribed already, liking the channel really helps get it into the algorithm, so more people will see it. Helps grow the community. And of course, if you subscribe, you can see more gameplay, and you can get notified when I go live and all that fun stuff. I always post in my community tab if there's a change in the schedule, so keep an eye on that. I will always schedule a stream on YouTube as well, so you guys know when I'm streaming, usually a couple hours in advance. So but Sunday night for sure I'll be streaming. And what else? Any other plugs that a streamer has to do? Yeah, just all that cool stuff. If you click the little heart next to the chat, that helps me out as well. That gives me micro engagements. That helps a lot as well. And if you're on Twitch, don't forget to follow. We just passed 100 followers last weekend, so that's pretty cool. I think we're at 105 now, so looking forward to that 200 mark maybe in another couple weeks. That'll be kind of cool. And yeah, Twitch was really cool as well today. We had 12 viewers on Twitch. Holy smokes, guys! If you're not following on Twitch, please do so. I play Ani a couple times a week, so if you guys want to watch, this has been a great night on Twitch. 45. I think we peaked out at like 60 something on YouTube. Well, thank you everyone for the support. And what I always do is I always go back to the chat and just try to say good night to everyone in the chat that I can. And so I'm going to do that now. But yeah, as far as the content goes, it's done for the night. So let's go ahead and do that. So Harry, thanks for being here tonight. Appreciate it. Sean, thank you as always for being here and being so supportive. Super grateful for you being here. Abrixis, thank you for coming tonight, and hope to see you again. Good night, Chewy. Chewy's still here. Awesome. Thank you so much, Chewy. A big shout out to Phil. I don't know if Phil's still here, but I think Phil was the. Let me just go back in my Twitch here. I think Phil was the bits. I'm just really tired, so my memory's like terrible when it's at this time of the day. I think Phil was the one that oh, private. Oh my goodness, private Dawes, you subscribed with Prime 20 minutes ago. Dude, I missed that because it didn't pop up on the screen like everything else does. So I really apologize, private Dawes. I'm just checking my my thing here now. My stream manager. So if you're still here, private Dawes, I'm so sorry for not acknowledging that earlier. Super grateful for your follows and your Prime sub and all that stuff. So sorry again for missing it. I don't know why that's not showing up on my on my thing. But yeah, I'm just looking at my stream manager on my iPad, and it says you subscribed with Prime 20 minutes ago. So thank you for that. Very grateful for your support. Uther, hey Uther, what's up? Relaxation music, dude. I'm just heading out, so I appreciate you stopping by, but I'm just heading out. I'm just saying good night to everyone. I will be back Sunday. If you guys are on Twitch, you can go to my YouTube and watch the VOD or subscribe on YouTube for videos and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm so sorry. Relaxing music. Just heading out. And Uther, how are you doing, Uther? Just heading out. So nice to see you. Nice of you to come by. So yeah, just gonna continue on the chat here. So Javilian, thank you for coming by as well. And Sean, I think I mentioned. Harry mentioned. Abrixis, thank you for being here. Jim, good night. I think I already mentioned you. Kevin, but yeah, just once again, good night, Jim. Appreciate you stopping by as always, and thank you so much for your support. Kevin, likewise to you. Thank you so much for always hanging out and for your support. And Uther, get some rest, says Uther. I have to get some rest. Private Dawes says, have a great rest of your night. Yeah, I'm headed to bed in a bit here. Just have to tidy up a little bit and then headed right to bed. And thank you again for the Prime sub. Really appreciate that. Jim, I already said bye to Jim, but thank you again, Jim. William says good night a while ago, so a couple minutes ago. So William's already gone, I think. See who else. Oh, I missed all these messages from Pithika on Twitch. Thank you for coming by today, but yeah, I think you joined right at the last minute. So appreciate you stopping by. If you would like to watch the VOD, it's on YouTube. And I guess you can watch it on Twitch as well. I forgot that I have VODs there. I think they go automatically. So thank you for coming by and appreciate you. Star Legend God on Twitch, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Appreciate it. Let's see who else. So many chat. I'm not gonna get to the end, everyone, because there's so many chatters and the chat doesn't go back that far. So it's I apologize if I missed you if you came in from the beginning, but I'll try to remember. Star Trucker, I'm fine, thank you. Always watch your streams, but they ended up. I did read that message. I remember now. Thank you for coming by, and I appreciate you watching the VODs. Trayvon Peterson, thank you for stopping by as well. Appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Let's see here. Harry Hischer, I think I mentioned Harry, but just in case I didn't, thank you, Harry, for being here. Moni, thank you for hanging out as well. Thank you, thank you. Sandwraith on Twitch. Thank you for coming by tonight. Jaws. Jaws always comes by. Thank you so much, Jaws. Jaws is always on time. Thank you for being here, Jaws. Really appreciate all your support. I'm an AI thing. Cool username. Thank you for coming by. Flying Ratto was here. Hey, Flying Ratto. Have yourself a great night. And I think that's as far as I can go. Wow. Lot of not bad. It says Uther. I'll watch the VOD. Thank you so much, Uther, for that. And yeah. So that's it. Thank you guys. Appreciate all you guys so much. And I will see you on Sunday night.